Hello and welcome everyone. Hey, Han Solo's cousin, that was the record for the quickest super chat tip, like 5 seconds before I hit go live. Anyway, welcome everyone. It's another Friday live stream. For me, it's almost 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do this every Friday around this time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We usually go 2, sometimes 3 hours. We don't know. We see what happens here. So this is my regular live stream. I try to do one midweek, but I haven't been good about that for a while. But here on the Friday live streams, we discuss, as the title implies, any and all things vegan. So if you're a long-term vegan or a new vegan or just vegan curious, come hang out with some cool fellow vegans and ask any questions you may have. And if you're anti-vegan or you think veganism sucks, you can debunk it as well on Friday nights. We'll listen to you as long as you're polite and civil and argue one point. Don't throw a bunch of crap out, just one point and argue it like your life depended on it. So welcome everyone. Welcome to my Friday live streams. The live stream that's not hosted by a narcissistic influencer or sociopathic grifter. No, I am your host here. So welcome everybody. Good to see all our fellow cult members in the room tonight. And yeah, I'm officially now a cult leader now that I have an official vegan cult leader shirt. So it's official. The vegan cult is in full force now. And yeah, anyone wonders what's up? Yeah, you've heard, you probably said it yourself if you're not a vegan. Yeah, you vegans are all in a cult. Well, we've denied it for many years. And finally, I took ownership of it. Yes, veganism is a cult, and as it turns out, I have been the cult leader all this time. So yeah, who would have guessed it? I've been a cult leader. So hello, hey Jordan, you'll stay for 2 minutes because you have tutoring. Oh, hey, well, good to see you here, Jordan. Maybe I'll still be here. Usually tutoring doesn't last like longer than an hour or so, does it? If you can come by, we'll probably still be here. So unless you got stuff to do after, I completely understand. But good to see you, Jordan. Thanks again for the super chat tips there. Let's see. See, Dr. Bear said to Jordan, "Hey, I received your book. It's beautiful. Thanks for sending it to me. Cool. I'm glad you're selling some of your copies of your book here. Let's see if I have it here handy still. Here's Jordan's first book. Yeah, do you have a second one now too here? The Story of a Mother Cow's Life. So yeah, remember I read it aloud a few weeks ago. So anyway, I got it here, and if you want to mention it, Jordan, totally cool. Be my guest. Oh, you can stay for 9 more minutes. Cool, is your tutor late? That's cool. It works out for us all. Let's see. So I see a lot of our happy fam. Those are the people, our channel members with the green names and the little badges next to your name. You can be one too if you like. Get a few extra little perks. Even though we haven't been putting out too many perks for the past weeks, and I fully apologize for that. I've just had a pretty weird month or so here. Anyway, here, let me see what's going on. Hey, Peter. So already, I just put out a video yesterday debunking the channel known as VD, her debunking of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics position paper, and she's already just within 24 hours responded to it. I mean, what is there to really say? I'm not going to watch it, but what is there to say? Like, they're not the only game in town was the main point of my video. Just because one organization's position paper expired on a certain date at the turn of New Year on 2020 doesn't mean there aren't other groups out there like the Dietitians of Australia, British National Health Service, just to name a few. So she really have to play whack-a-mole and just somehow debunk each one on their own individual terms or something like that. But whatevs, like I said, there's nothing you can say to please these anti-vegans. You could have a position statement which never expires or will expire in the year 2045, and it doesn't matter. They'll just find they'll just throw more poop on the lot. It's like poop. Oh, well, it doesn't expire until then. Well, how about this other problem that I'm just inventing in my head right now? There's nothing you can do to please anti-vegans. Like I said, the facts don't matter. Reality doesn't matter. Their opinions are unchangeable. I heard about Cosmic Skeptic's IBS video, and Angie's got some IBS, and she's been able to manage it for years as a vegan. There's nothing about, in fact, I didn't watch his entire video. I was really watching Joey Carbstrong's response to it, so I saw most of what Cosmic Skeptic said, and I feel so vindicated. Like, pretty much everything I strongly predicted in my original video about him, because Cosmic Skeptic didn't give us a whole heck of a lie. He just gave us a few little clues here and there, and pretty much everything I said was right on. He doesn't have some disease with that needs fish. Like I said, I've still yet to hear of some disease whose cure is where doctors say eat fish. He doesn't have anything like that. Complete nonsense. It sounds like my other prediction, he didn't go to any doctors, let alone a vegan doctor, a vegan nutritionist. It sounds like he didn't have any labs done, just doing self-diagnosis. Maybe I should eat fish for this. Like maybe you should talk to someone who really knows what they're doing, as opposed to just like a philosopher trying to make crap up about how to diagnose medical issues, Anyway, yeah, it sounds like I was completely right. A lot of people saying, you shouldn't have responded to him yet. He didn't say his whole story. Well, I'm just responding to what he gave, and it sounds like I nailed it. I don't think anything I said was like way off or anything. Hey, Jordan, all hail vegan cult leader Ryan. Yes, I'm officially the cult leader now, guys. You're having a vegan cake, Jordan? Thanks for the super chat tip. Super chips. You can give me super chips if you want to. That'd be totally cool. So thank you so much, Jordan, for all the super chats. And I see Carol Vegan 94. Thank you. From Poland. Yeah, hello from Warsaw. It's always a pleasure to see this live stream. Yeah, you were here last Friday, right? And I was happy because most of our European viewers are asleep when I do these Friday live streams. I'm always happy and try to welcome the European viewers for staying up with me. So thank you, Carol Vegan 94 EC, for staying up a little late to join this live stream. Stay up as long as you can. If you got to go to sleep pretty soon, I totally understand. I understand this time I regularly do my Friday live streams. It's really not a good time for people in Europe. But thank you. Okay, so I've been missing a lot of comments, and I apologize. And as always, I want to say if I haven't seen your comment, or if you didn't see, if I haven't replied to your comment, don't take it personally. I'm just a mortal human. No, I don't have vegan brain fog. That's not a thing, unless you're eating like 0 to 400 calories a day, like Cosmic Skeptic was doing. But anyway, anyway, I have to say, just copy and paste your reply. I will get to it eventually. So anyway, I love you too, Jordan. Me and Angie love you too. And I'm sure there's a lot of love for Jordan Vegan here in our live stream community, which is really cool. I want to point out the word community. That's really my goal when I started becoming a more regular, like Friday live streamer. I wanted to like do something more than the way I had been doing live streams like the previous years, like prior to like say COVID or whatever. I wanted to like figure out a way to make this even more fun, have more community. And I think I've succeeded. Not to say there's still room for improvement. Obviously I can do way more and better, but I think I've hit some of my goals here to create a fun community with a lot of love and a lot of peace and a safe space for us all. And that's why I have the basic rules of our live stream. So if anyone's new, let's just take a quick look at the live stream rules in case you're wondering what can get you in trouble here, what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And basically Angie said, all this could be just summed up by saying don't be an a-hole, okay? Just be cool, don't be civil, communicate with someone like me who you might not like that much in a civil way, like you might communicate with someone at school or work you don't really love that much. I don't know why you would hate me or anything, but anyway, a lot of people just are jerks. Don't spam or troll. And if you're here to debunk veganism, just say your one piece that you have. Don't throw poop on the walls. Just give us one argument, one example, one gotcha, whatever you think you got, and we will look at it. Yeah, I should bring guests on. I just had technical issues over and over bringing guests on, Peter. So even you saw that last live stream, and I tried to bring our family Happy Fam member only channel member only live stream on. I had trouble bringing you guys on, so I still need to work some of that out. Anyway, though, yeah, that's one way I can get some more. I just don't want this to turn this into a debate channel. I don't want to bring people on like, oh, we're going to debate. Like, no, this is not a debate channel. I'm not a debate bro or anything like that. I am a philosopher trained in critical thinking, and this is a critical thinking show, so that's why I don't need to go back and forth and yell at people. Just if someone has a point they want to make about why veganism sucks or is wrong or whatever, say it here and we will analyze it via critical thinking rather than a debating shouting match, which proves absolutely nothing. Just proves who can shout more or who knows. Maybe someone's got a little more experience in the art of debate, because it is something one can improve upon. There's courses, books, all sorts of debate tools. Yeah, most of those guys, right, and you don't even debate. They just scream and try to humiliate each other. And I'm using my philosophical training. Yes, I was trained in philosophy. I wasn't trained to humiliate people or yell at people. I was trained to look at claims that people make, either verbal claims or claims in a book or claims in an article, a journal article. Look at claims that people make and analyze them critically. That's it. I wasn't trained to fight people and like yell at them and call them jerks and stuff like that. So anyway, welcome everybody. Hey, Uncle is here. Right, we got Peter and Uncle tonight. We are doubly protected. You see my new shirt, Uncle? And Angie and I were talking. We feel so bad. We haven't seen you like since like before COVID. And we really want to go out and like take you out to dinner or lunch or something for all the, just to see you for one, and secondly to thank you for all the moderation that you've been so generously a part of here on our Friday live streams, Uncle. So let's try to figure something out. It's too bad we can't go to the spot though, because that just closed last month. Oh, you got to go, Jordan. I get to your tutoring and learn and do well. And if you want to come back afterwards, odds are might probably still be here. Peter, yeah, weirdly, Cosmic Skeptic is a philosopher too, and he couldn't maintain a vegan diet. It just shows you, no matter how educated someone might be and all that stuff, it doesn't mean that they're really smart about their veganism. Yeah, I'm sure he knows more about philosophy than I do. Who cares? You don't have to know jack about philosophy. Like Jordan, 14-year-old young person here, you know, seems to know more about veganism, the core of what veganism is, than someone who's so educated like Skeptic. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, Peter, if you come out to California, yeah, we'll take you out for a pizza to thank you for your moderation duties as well, Peter, for sure. We'll show you, we'll get you that mushroom pizza that we've been so excited about. Hey, AJ, yes, it's official. I got my official cult leader shirt now. Ace, please don't come here and try to change this into a political discussion, Ace. Or if you want to ask a vegan question, like I said, even though the title of this is like, ask me anything, it's not literally anything. Hey, like, Ryan, what's your opinion of the political situation in, I don't know, Panama right now? I have no opinion. I don't know. Like, hey, what's the wing speed velocity of a Boeing 727? I have no idea. This is not anything. Just don't ask literally anything, but anything related to veganism. You just I assume that would be assumed. Why one would come to a vegan channel and ask them something, you know, anything. It'd have to be something more or less about veganism. So anyway, hey, Johnny Bravo. Good to see Johnny Bravo and Graven. I say hi to V and Moyman and Dr. Bear and Robert Bird. And oh, wow, nice super chat tip there from Tommy C. Marciano. Thanks so much there, Tommy. Hey, let me read this one aloud. Are you, I'll just read it verbatim. Are you more against animal suffering or exploitation? Just to me, exploitation is a more vague term and suffering is a more concrete term. Well, good question. And I this is sometimes considered splitting hairs amongst vegans. So I don't have a strong stake in this argument or debate, if it is even a debate. I'm sticking with the original definition from the Vegan Society, the one that goes back to 1940, the doctrine that man shall not exploit animals. I think that covers it very well. Sure, they've added to that definition since then, but the word exploitation remains. I'm against animals being exploited. I mean, that's why I went vegan. Yeah, if you're against animal exploitation, what happens as a natural consequence of that is fewer animals will suffer, and the more people that are vegan, the fewer animals will suffer. So I think they go hand in hand. But the reason why I don't consider, like, you know, animal suffering is the essence of it is because if I see an animal in pain that you know, like outside, say I see a wounded duck or something like that has his arm is hurt, I don't feel like it's like my duty to help it, even though it might be a good idea too. I don't think that's not why I went vegan, you know, to make that duck's arm better. You see what I'm saying? I'm against animals. If I see that duck being exploited, I go, hell no, that's an improper practice. I'm completely against that. But if I see a duck out in the wild with a suffering because of an injury, I'm saddened, like most humans are who are non-sociopathic. Any vegan or not should be sad when they see a harmed animal. So that's my distinction there on the suffering versus exploitation. But yeah, I went vegan because I knew it was just wrong. Why are animals being exploited, raised in horrible conditions, slaughtered just so I can have dinner and lunch and breakfast with their dumb products every day needlessly? Yeah, and like I said, as a result of being vegan, yeah, animal suffering does decrease on some kind of, more holistic level. Anyway, yes, vegan for the animals. What's up, babe?
I designed that new shirt this week.
Oh, this is the one I'm wearing?
No, another one that says that.
Oh.
You can put animals on the back. And my food doesn't scream.
Oh, I just got a super chat too from Bear Dog. Thank you. Keep it up. I will definitely keep it up. Hey, Angie points out she made a new shirt this week. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Crap. I should have had that ready to go. Let me see if I can get your text here. Okay, 1 second. Oh yeah, I think I got it. All right, cool. Let's go to... Okay, well, we can just all kind of look at the current definition of veganism, but that's not why I'm here right now. Let's see. I was going to show this brand new shirt that Angie made, a recreation of My Food Doesn't Scream, and on the back side, vegan for the animals. So yeah, if you're interested in this, I'll put the link up on our super, not our super chat, just on the live chat right now. But yeah, brand new shirt. She made this one off for me, and this one for everyone here. If you want to get My Food Doesn't Scream, vegan for the animals on the reverse side, let me put that into the chat. 1 second here, guys. So here it is, new shirt. All right, there we go. It's down there for y'all if you're interested in this vegan for the animals, My Food Doesn't Scream shirt. Yeah, she just made that a couple days ago. I think maybe just yesterday or so. So it wasn't fresh on my mind right now. So, cool. We already have like almost 90 viewers. Awesome, just like that, like less than 20 minutes. Great. So hey, Pooh, I'm glad to see that you said your trip was successful. Where you went to, I think, was it Miami, and you had your Taco Bell. So I'm glad you scored your Taco Bell and successfully consumed it without issues. So we're happy to hear that. We were I think what's that last. What was it? It was the video premieres this week. We didn't see that, so we were wondering how Foo was doing. I figured that Foo's probably all right. Just probably wasn't ready to watch the premieres of our new videos this week. I figured to be back Friday. I'm glad to see you. Graven, you stopped wearing vegan shirts. Not satanic enough for your likings. Yeah, you'll have to get one of those few like devilish like vegan shirts, the ones that have praise Satan and stuff like that. Let's see. Tommy, have I read any good books lately? No, I've been really a horrible reader for like the past year. Ever since I got back into playing chess, you've been using that reading time into like playing chess instead. So I can't recommend any good books that I've read lately. Let's see. Tommy, what'd you think of my long-winded response to you about suffering versus exploitation? Hopefully you're cool with that. Like I said, I don't have a big stake in that issue. It's not a big problem or a thing for me, but if push comes to shove, yeah, I'm going with exploitation, but I do think exploitation and suffering go hand in hand. Hey, Sweet Potato Sister, what is up? Let us reason. Just explained egg industry macerating male chicks to your family. They denied it? What, they think male chicks... What did your family... If they denied it, did they have a plausible response? Like, okay, your claim, which is the true claim, that male chicks are pretty much all... 99.9% of them killed in egg production. What did they say happens to the male chicks? Are they sent to some beautiful farm where they live out the rest of their lives in peace or something? I mean, show us the money if they have some proof of that. I mean, I could pull up a YouTube video within a few seconds. I'll spare your eyes, but I know they exist. I've seen them before. Male chicks are getting sucked up by machines and bad things happen to them after that. It's a well-known fact. We're not making this up. Hey, Jordan, you're back. Awesome. You're on break. That was a quick tutoring job there. Got the first thing quick. Wow, you are on fire with your tutoring there. Well, stay as long as you can, Jordan. Yeah, you haven't missed anything yet. Okay, Tommy, in my response to your question about exploitation versus suffering of animals. Okay, you said it makes sense to call them basically the same thing. I just relate better to pain than exploitation. Yeah, that's totally fine. Cool, I'm glad we're on the same page there. Yeah, I really don't see a huge difference, but I think exploitation is technically more correct, Tommy, but if you relate more emotionally to suffering, totally cool. But I think it's because I'm a philosopher. I like to have clear, concise definitions, clear, concise explanations. And I think technically exploitation is the more precise of the two. Like I said, if I see a wounded duck with a wounded elbow, that's not really what veganism is. I don't have like I'm not like compelled, like I must help it out to decrease its suffering, like give it some water or something like that. It's really the exploitation that is what vegans are, that's what we're fully against. And we rise into action when we see exploitation, but not necessarily suffering. Yes, most suffering, yes. But if I see a wounded duck suffering, I'm not going to necessarily stop my whole day. Even though I probably should. Any person, vegan or not, probably should try to help it out. Anyway, let's see. Actually, I've had a weird day. I saw some of you guys talking about weather earlier. It was raining too hard for me. I didn't go to the gym. That's part of my Friday ritual is I live stream with you guys in the evening and I play basketball at the gym earlier on in the day. It's just raining too hard. So I just stayed home, went out into my garage gym and did an extra workout there that I would have been able to not do until tomorrow. So I'm a day ahead in my workouts, but yeah, no gym today. It's been a weird, crappy day. Yeah, it's been raining since like 3 a.m. or something like that, off and on. And it's probably gonna rain till after midnight. And fortunately, here in Southern California, we're not getting it too bad. Like at least here, I heard Santa Barbara County, Ventura, San Luis Obispo County is a totally different story. But here in LA, Orange County, it's raining a lot, but it's not some of that crazy flooding that some of you guys have been seeing on the news. Fortunately, like that heavy atmospheric river that you probably heard about, guys, on the news is hitting further north of here, but it still sucks. Oh, Peter. So what's that? Exploitation is better. Yes, I think it's technically better and more precise because you can technically kill an animal in a less suffering way, but it would still be exploiting their life. Yeah, exactly. You could say, well, I can kill it in a way that it suffers less, but you're still exploiting it by killing it. Exactly. I think there's some, and like you pointed out there can be a slippery slope when using suffering as like the primary thing. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway. Bob, no, if you saw Cosmic Skeptic's videos, pretty much everything, I feel validated in everything I said in my original video response to him with his community post with some just vague, limited information. I was technically right. I said I still have to hear or learn of some medical condition which requires the eating of fish. Like if you have this condition, you go to a doctor and he or she says, my prescription for you is you must start eating fish. There's no such thing. He said he didn't have to start eating fish. Said he's experimenting, trying to see what's going to help his IBS. I know many vegans with IBS. Angie has had IBS a lot of her life. Like before she went vegan, IBS. Like dairy would cause all sorts of problems. Like she'd have to be concerned about, not pooping at inappropriate times, because of IBS. Totally fine as a vegan. Yeah, certain foods she tries to manage to not have much of, like say onions, garlic, and stuff like that. But there's no. If you look up IBS, there's no requirement that you can't be vegan. It just seems like he's making stuff up. Like I have a medical condition which requires me to eat fish. So it just doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. And I was also right. Sounds like he didn't consult with any medical doctors, let alone say a vegan nutritionist, a vegan dietitian, a vegan gastroenterologist. Like all these people seem to self-diagnose medical conditions even though they have no medical training whatsoever, and then not only they self-diagnose, they self-prescribe the solution. I'm going to stop being vegan even though I didn't take any antibiotics, I didn't get a blood check or anything. I'm just going to do what I think is best, even though I have no training whatsoever in these fields. So it's exactly as I thought. I mean, seriously, if I had a medical condition and I thought, man, maybe I can't be vegan anymore, I would say, okay, I'm just going to start eating fish to see what happened. I would go meet with, say, if it was a gut issue, I would meet with a vegan gastroenterologist. If I couldn't, I would just find a non-vegan gastroenterologist who was at least aware of plant-based diets and not like totally against us, like from some just stupid bias that has no basis in science. You would do things, right? You just wouldn't say, I'm just going to start eating fish because that might help. No, you would pursue other avenues. Like I said, Joey Carpsarn recommend, why didn't he talk to Goji Man, who's helped other people with their gut issues? Antibiotics. Out here we have vegan gastroenterologists that I've pointed out in our show many times. There's many solutions that involve eating plants that don't involve you to stop being vegan. There's nothing, if you look up IBS, it doesn't say the solution or the cure to IBS is to eat more fish. It's just made up nonsense. Yeah, he's a freaking hypocrite. You got it right, Jordan. See, you're 14 years old. You didn't go to Oxford or Cambridge or wherever he went to, and you understand veganism on a much more deeper, more fundamental level than he'll ever can. You got to go again, Jordan. Awesome. Kick butt in your tutoring. But like I said, I feel better now about my original video. I'm pretty much vindicating everything I said. I made some cautious predictions based on what minimal information Cosmic Skeptic gave in that community post last month. And I was right. I didn't see doctors. He said nothing about a doctor, nothing about a blood test, nothing about gastroenterologists, nothing about finding educated, trained health professionals that know about vegan solutions to IBS. And there are such people he has access to. If I was as wealthy and connected as he was, I don't see why I wouldn't have tried. I can see he was like just dirt broke and just barely getting by and had to work 2 to 3 jobs to make ends meet, didn't have time. But he has the ability to do that, and he chose not to. So, anyway, it's been hard because of his lifestyle. He has to travel. What do you mean? How does going on trips make it that, is he always on the road? I don't understand. He's like a traveling salesman. Does he take a little trip here, a little trip there? I mean, yeah, traveling makes it a little tougher to eat, but it doesn't make it impossible to find decent food. Is that an excuse? So you're saying he couldn't be vegan because his lifestyle requires him to travel. So you're saying a vegan with IBS can't remain vegan? I'm not buying that. Anyway, yeah, sweet potato, exactly. How in the world would eating meat cure IBS? Exactly. I'm not a medical doctor, but I've never heard, okay, young man, you have IBS. Well, you need to do now, young man, is to eat meat, lots of fish. That is what we prescribe to people with IBS. No, it said no doctor ever. Just said like these people who make these why I'm no longer vegan videos. Let's see. Ryan, your super chats are not coming up on the screen. I keep hearing the ding, but it's not appearing on the screen. Let me test something out here. Let me see. Let me do a little test here. Oh yeah, something is off. Yeah, something's off today.
This is a test donation for $51.
Let's see. Let me see if I did something wrong. How about here? Let me see if I did something wrong. Alright, something's wrong, Peter. Thanks for letting me know that.
This is a test donation for $59.
Yeah, there should be an image popping up right now. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong on my end. I'd probably need to restart my streaming software, which would mean this live stream would end, so we can't do that. So thanks for pointing that out to me. And I guess in my haste to get the live stream started today, I didn't notice that. When I test this live stream, I'm checking out to make sure the audio works, because that's usually where the problem lies. I've never had the graphic not appear before, so that's kind of weird. So anyway, thanks for pointing that out, and I'll troubleshoot it before next time. I'll try to just remember to do that tomorrow and see what's going on. Bill, you got 30 minutes until the Lakers. Yeah, the Raptors tonight, right? Yeah, Lakers been on a roll. They've been on a tear since they made that trade deadline, all the trades they made before the trade deadline. I think they only lost 1 game since then. That game to the Timberwolves a few weeks ago. But Anyway, yeah, let's see. No, it's a 7:30 game, Bill. Is that? Yeah, I remember the game 7:30. So you have over an hour actually, because if they're playing at Crypto.com Arena, aka Staples Center. A 7:30 tip-off means about a 7:37 tip-off, actually. A 7:30 game means 7:37 tip-off. So you have a long time, Bill. We have a long time here before the Lakers play. Yeah, we did a lot. Yeah, Bob. It was the first sensible thing you said tonight there, Bob. Yeah, the Lakers. I've been saying this since last year. The Lakers really needed to trade Russell Westbrook. He was just a horrible fit for the Lakers, and I don't know why they got him, because I saw him playing with, say, the Houston Rockets a few years before. He was a horrible fit for them too. And yeah, I don't know what team he's going to work out for. It sounds like the Clippers are still trying to work it out with him. But yeah, he was a horrible fit for the Lakers. Paid like so much money. It was incredible. He was like one of the top paid players in the league, playing so horribly, and it's just a waste. So frustrating to see the Lakers just like stagnate for years under that that situation. Oops, I have a cable here that's kind of tripping out. Hang on one second, guys. All right. So, so let's see if we get Bob. The Clippers can't win with him either. I saw a game when they played the. Do you guys see? It was all over the internet. The highlights when the Clippers played. It's I think the first or second game with Westbrook there. When they played the Warriors, and their whole strategy for Westbrook was to not defend him, like leave him wide open out for jump shots and 3-pointers. Don't even challenge him. I saw Draymond Green just standing like inside, like by the basket, basically, just letting Westbrook just shoot wherever he wanted, just let him miss, because odds are he's gonna miss. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, he's a great player. He has great athleticism, but it's just horrible for like most teams. Anyway, let's get back to Fallon. No, as far as responses to Cosmic Skeptic, the first I heard of it was seeing Foot Soldier. You guys know Vegan Foot Soldier? He popped up on my feed. He doesn't make too many videos, so I saw that. And then I saw Joey Carbstrong. So I know pretty much the entire situation to it. Yeah, because Joey played, the actual footage from Cosmic Skeptic, where I saw, yeah, I was right. Everything I said pretty much was right on. So no, I didn't see Lifting Vegan Logics. I saw Hinch Herbivore made a response to it. Sounds like everyone was on top of it. I probably happened in the middle of the night for me. So I guess maybe I'll make a response next week. I don't know if it needs to be said. Like, what am I going to say? Hey, I was right. Everything I said was right, So anyway. Let's see, I missed a super chat there. Let's see. I see Jordan's from 6 minutes ago. I guess it's tougher. You know what I'm going to crank the volume up here so I can hear the super chat sounds better. But thanks for letting me know, Peter. Yeah, it's harder now with the graphic not working today. I wonder if it's something with Streamlabs, because, it's off in the cloud somewhere. I think everything's cool here in my software. Hate technical issues. Oh well, it happens. Let's see, you watched Lifting Vegan Logic's video. He thought he had great response, and he himself struggles with Crohn's disease. Yeah, Angie's mother has Crohn's disease. So I understand what it's about, and Angie has IBS, might be related genetically to her mom's Crohn's disease. And yeah, we're doing just fine here. Angie's been vegetarian since 1985, She said it was way worse when she was not vegetarian, or even vegetarian, I should say. Just dairy would set her off. Cosmic Skeptic is a sad thing. He's why he became vegan. Well, you found your home here, Tommy. If you're looking for someone who's philosophically trained, who is not some kind of, I'm going to not be vegan now because I think I need to eat fish. It's like, no, you're not going to find that here. I've been vegan now for what? Over 12 years. This year will be my 13th year vegan. It's like I'm just letting you know, guys, you will never see me. Write it down. Everyone just write it down right now. You will never see Happy Healthy Vegan, Ryan, Angie, whatever, making any video why I'm not vegan anymore. It's like, it's just not going to happen. It's just, say I did have some kind of health issue, which Thank God I don't. I would go visit proper medical professionals, preferably ones that are plant-based or vegan, to work with me through it. Because I have never heard of any medical condition which requires someone to eat fish or steak. I don't see how that would help you. If you had a medical condition, son, you need to eat more. You need to eat more steak. That's cured a lot of people. Eating steak and fish, that fixes you right up. It's like, no, take the medication, take the treatment, whatever. I've never said, and you have to eat meat on top of taking the treatment. But thanks for that super chat tip there, Tommy. But yeah, you found your tribe here. If you're looking for someone who is a trained philosopher, yes, I'm a trained philosopher. I have a degree in philosophy, and I was in a PhD program, and I took a leave of absence. So I'm technically a PhD dropout for philosophy. So I'm actually a serious philosopher. It's not like I just took a course. I graduated philosophy and spent a year in grad school and left under good terms. I just saw more interesting life opportunities arising for me after that year, or during that year absence, that leave of absence I took. Peter, did you know that May 6th is World Climate Day March? May 6th? No, I'm not even, that's too far out for me. Really? Okay, thanks. Remind me when we get closer, see if I'll do anything on that. Oh, Uncle, I didn't hear about that. Beretta, Robert Blake passed away today. Ah, sad. Yeah, sweet potato sister. It's the same slippery slope. They'll say like, oh, I realize I need to incorporate fish into my diet to solve this medical issue. Who no doctor ever said you need to eat fish to solve it. And then I started consuming the most ethically sourced pigs and chickens and cows, and next thing you know, they're eating steak. Next thing you know, in some of these cases, I'm not exaggerating, they're sponsored by freaking Butcher Box and some of these ex-vegans, so I don't know what to think about that. Dr. Bear says you've also been diagnosed and medicated for anxiety and depression. Never once did I think I should kill animals and try to feel better. It's funny, I thought that I've read a comment today that Jordan Peterson saying like, if you don't eat meat, if you're vegan, it causes depression. Hasn't he been like hospitalized over like many years for depression? I mean, he must be super vegan then. I mean, it just shows you how ridiculous these claims are. Oh, I need to not be vegan, or I need to eat all this meat to fix ailment X, Y, or Z, which is, eating meat is never the solution for. Let's see. Streamlabs, my boss said Hippieista just sponsored. Oh, did you renew your membership, Hippieista? If you did, thank you, Hippieista. Member for 4 months. Awesome. I think a lot of people renew or become a member. They initially they first become a channel member on these live streams. So I think YouTube and Streamlabs knows the exact date and time. So they say, oh, here we are, like 4 months later. So I think they're just saying, hey, it was 4 months ago you became a live stream member. That's just my guess. Oh, Blake was acquitted. Oh, okay. I'm not in touch. I haven't been watching that bit of the news today, I guess. My bad. I've just been doing other things today. Like I've had a lot of weird business to take care of this week. I met with my tax accountant earlier this week. Just weird things like that. Yes, I need a tax accountant. My finances are very complicated. Being an independent worker, independent contractor, business owner, all this stuff. It's complicated. I can't do it on my own, and it's been like that for like 30 years. It's not like a new thing. Yeah, Butcher Box sponsoring ex-vegans. I know. I can't make this up. Yeah, Josh, how can you be advocating for the animals yet like so flippantly consume an animal when it's not necessary? Like I said, I understand he has IBS. I've known people that have IBS. Angie has IBS, and never once did Angie say, you know what, I'm gonna eat fish because I'm just doing it in logical terms. I have IBS, therefore I need to eat fish. Never said Angie or anyone I know with IBS. Hey Sarah, yeah, we're quoting some Jordan Peterson, some woke narcissist of compassion. Oh, Tommy, Jordan Peterson got you to respect religion more. You can't stand him now. It's funny, huh? You've been influenced by these odd, I don't want to say bad things, but, you know, some questionable social media influencers. That's why I like to say at the beginning of my live stream here, the YouTube channel, the live stream, that's not hosted by a narcissistic influencer or a sociopathic grifter or anything like that. You know, just a simple person here who is very logic-based, very critical thinking-based, very evidence-based, and yeah, Jordan, he thinks he's Peterson, not Jordan, our Han Solo's cousin Jordan here, vegan Jordan. But yeah, Jordan Peterson fancies himself as a philosopher, even though he has no training in philosophy. And the goal of philosophical thinking and writing is to produce clear, concise, unambiguous thought. And Jordan doesn't do that. He does the opposite. He tries to make all this flowery word salad, like his woke narcissist of compassion when describing vegan. I mean, that was pretty that was poetic, but philosophy is not poetry. It's precise, clear thinking. And anyway, not to bag on everyone tonight for anything, but there's some people that have rubbed me the wrong way in the past year or two on social media, and Jordan Peterson's definitely one of them. Tanya, sorry to hear that you did do your own taxes and have your... Oh, you good to hear. I thought you said you have to return money to the government. You have received your return money. Well, awesome. Good for you there, Tanya. Fu Man Poo, you survived your Joe Rogan cult years. Good for you, Fu. James W, do you have a point to make to me, or are you just citing your lifestyle to me? Do you have something to say about veganism, or are you just saying how you see the world? Just kind of curious. Yeah, Jordan Peterson looks so tired as AF. You're totally right. Who wants to try his all meat diet? I mean, he's not a good proponent of it. He's hospitalized all the time. You know, depression. He says vegans get depressed. I mean, I don't know. How come he gets a free pass? How come people come to me, hey, Ryan, you don't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, all swollen like a bodybuilder from the 70s, veganism debunked or something like that? How come guys like Jordan Peterson, who doesn't ever train with weights? I train every day. I do resistance training pretty much every day, except for the 2 days a week that I typically play basketball. I work out pretty much 6-7 days a week. And, you know, Jordan Peterson could be all crapped out and... You know, and he gets a free pass. But me, you know, since I actually, not to get too narcissistic here, I'm actually really pleased with how my body is right now. I've been working out for like 3 years now, and I'm not in a bodybuilder way. I don't want to look like a bodybuilder. It's not my goal. I want to maintain my great basketball athleticism and physique. I have a great physique for basketball. I mean, it's weird how these weightlifters think everyone in the world should look like a bodybuilder. Basketball players, marathon runners, you know, lacrosse players, swimmers. Everyone should have a weightlifter's body, which is like completely ridiculous. Anyway, let's get back focused here. Let's see. Tommy, you are an unashamed Joe Rogan fan. What do you think about his vegan stuff, though? Because I've made so many videos responding to various nonsensical things that have come from his show, from his guests typically, but him as well. Just the most nonsensical things, such as...
literally billions.
Oops, wrong one.
Cruelty-free.
Yeah.
Not to those screaming plants that you can't hear. They fucking scream, man.
Right.
They make noise. They know when they're being eaten.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, I totally believe Jordan. Yeah, eating only meat has saved his life. If he were to have some potatoes and bananas, he'd be dead, right? I'm totally not buying that. I understand, Tom. Yeah, that's a lot of people have said to me. They like Joe Rogan. They think he's a clever, entertaining fellow. I'm not fully seeing that, but I can see where he's got some charisma or something like that. But his takes on veganism, yeah, completely bad. But it's cool. I don't hate Joe Rogan, despite what people might think. I don't dislike him or anything like that. I'm not sure how I feel about him. I definitely don't hate him or anything like that. I dislike Jordan Peterson way more than I dislike Joe Rogan. Because I think Jordan Peterson has like a dark, evil side to him. I don't think Joe does. He just seems kind of, what I'm trying to say, just completely misinformed when it comes to veganism. That's it. I don't think he has any bad intentions. I just think he's been listening to the dumb bro people around him for so long, and he takes that as the gospel, the truth about you got to eat meat and all this crap to be a man, to be strong, to be healthy. He doesn't understand that he's been biased by his environment. Star Wars looks. Did vegan teacher really say that? I don't want to comment on something I know not what, and if it even happened or not. Can anyone confirm that vegan teacher said cosmic skeptic should be hanged? That sounds like quite extreme. If she said that, I gotta see the context, but on the face value of it, that's not something I would ever say, and I wouldn't give my blessing to such a statement. I don't believe I don't believe in killing people. I believe as vegans, it trips me out when you see vegans advocating for killing people. Like even Cosmic Skeptic in his utilitarian philosophy said the universe would be a better place if all humans in life were gone. So he's pro all as being exterminated, like killed. Like, no, don't kill people. Yeah, I've seen other guys like the I don't mention his name, the other vegan YouTuber that I banned here like last year. He's into killing people too. If people have been informed properly about veganism and they fail to act upon it in a reasonable amount of time, they have lost the right to live and they should be killed. No. And if she's saying that too, it's like, no, vegans shouldn't be advocating for killing people. Veganism is a peaceful philosophy. We're trying to end suffering and exploitation and killing. And we're not going to solve that by killing people who we dislike. So no, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a far right guy like the earlier guys or far left, whatever. No, veganism should never end. Vegans should never end some kind of argument for veganism with the conclusion, oh, person X needs to be killed. No, never. So anyway, again, I didn't see the context of her statement, so don't freak out on me if I misunderstand. I'm just going by the little tiny bits that you gave me here. But anytime I hear anyone advocating for killing other people, no, that makes us look crazy. You know, like, no, we should never say people should be killed because of veganism. We're going to justify it as veganism justifies us killing a guy. No, Wardisan, thank you for the super chat tip. There, no, why would I miss eating steak? Is steak some kind of delicious food? No, it's gross. If I see like meat out somewhere, it's never something I consider putting in my mouth. I compare it to like poop. If I'm out and about and I see some poop on the ground, it's never something I consider, is that something I should consume and put into my body? No, it's gross and disgusting, and those are the same properties that I attribute to me. It's gross and disgusting, and unlike poop, it's derived by a horrific exploitative practice that causes 80 billion animals a year to be slaughtered. I guess not every animal that gets slaughtered is producing a steak, but either way, no, it's gross. Like, why would I say, ooh, look at that? That's the product of cruelty. And oh yeah, I want to eat that. No, there's no desire to eat meat, let alone steak. Absolutely not. Wow, all the graphics are not working out tonight.
Weekly cult dues. Love your shirt.
Thank you, Atomic Vegan. I apologize that the graphics that usually accompany super chat tips are somehow. I think they're the first live stream where they've never worked, because I kind of have a checklist before I go on and to make sure certain things are working. It's typically audio things. I've never had this problem before, so I need to add this to my checklist. But thank you, Atomic Vegan. Yes, weekly cult dues. If you want to contribute to your cult leader to keep the cult of veganism live and strong and prospering, tonight's a good night to leave a cult due. But yeah, I was stoked when Angie made this shirt for me. I go, oh yeah, you got to make me a one-off vegan cult leader shirt. So she did it, and I had to tweak a couple little things into perfection. I'm stoked. So I'm glad you guys are liking it. Yeah, Mindy, Mindy, the vegan atheist. Ham, chicken, and bacon were your favorites, but it's been 20 years. Only want them if they're vegan, right? Exactly. Yeah, sweet potato sister. Oh, I didn't know you were in Trinidad. You miss eating your country's food, but lots of food now is now vegan in Trinidad. Awesome. Good to hear that. Well, again, thanks, AJ. Thanks for the generous super chat tip there. If the weather weren't so crappy, I'd be tempted to go out and get some burritos again tonight, but it's probably still going to be raining once this live stream is over. I don't like to drive in the rain unless it's absolutely necessary, just because I don't trust people. I trust myself in the rain, but I've seen when it rains, at least out here, you guys can tell me if it's like that where you live, there's two kinds of reactions people typically have when the weather sucks. They drive... Some drive like me, just a little more cautious. If the speed limit's like, say, 35, I'll go 25 or 30 or something like that. And there's others that go faster. It's like, let's go 50 in a dangerous neighborhood where the roads are slick. And it's just, the contrast is just sucks. And I just rather not, I'd rather just stay home and wait for the rain to stop. Or you're in LA, but born in Trinidad. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, you're LA too. Awesome. No, I'm not really LA. I'm close to LA. I'm in LA County. You understand Ryan's code, start the killing? No, I'm not suggesting that in any way, Fu Man Poo. I'm saying that, no, quite contrary, the opposite. Let's see, James, you've been eating vegan for 12 years like Ryan. The term plant-based wasn't even a term back then. Yeah, I don't really remember that being used when I went vegan as well. The prefix dietary before vegan implies it's just about the diet and not a lifestyle. The prefix dietary before vegan, like vegan diet, you're saying? Let me see if I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying there. Oh, Carl, so I'm not just making a weird observation here. You're saying scientists have studied why people drive faster, especially in fog. What is the reason? Are they just trying to get through it more quickly or something like that? Like, no, drive a little slower to make sure you get there. Hey, Vian Moyman.
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? I don't know. So if it's not raining, I might be able to convince Angie that I can drive safely amongst all the people driving really fast in the rain. If it's not raining, I mean on the slick roads, because the roads are still slick after the rain stops. So anyway, maybe I can get burritos tonight. I'm gonna hope and pray. I'm holding space for the weather to improve so I could safely drive to get us some burritos, but we will see. Thanks for asking though, Vian Moyman. Thanks for the super chat tip. Again, I apologize. All my graphics aren't working tonight. Star Wars looks. Ryan, vegan teacher wasn't the only vegan giving him death threats. No one should give anyone death threats for quitting being vegan. I mean, I understand they're a small percentage of the totality of vegans, all right? I mean, that leave comments like this. You know, they probably represent maybe like 1%, 2% tops of the comments that, like, say, Cosmic Skeptic is receiving about their dissatisfaction with them not being vegan. It just shows that we have all kinds in the vegan community now. You know, we're not all just hippies or whatever, left wing or whatever. You know, it's like every kind of person's represented. So I'm saying we have psychopaths, we have vegan sociopaths, we have vegan narcissists, malignant narcissists, we have all, just any kind of bad person that exists outside the vegan world. They're in the vegan world too, represented in similar proportions, so similar percentages. So hopefully people aren't trying to generalize that's how vegans are. No, that's just how socio and psychopaths and malignant narcissists react to issues, no matter if they're vegan or not. You know, there's going to be jerks in every crowd, you know. Tommy Marciano, the world would be a better place if everyone did shrooms. I don't know. Mushrooms and made me a better, more thoughtful person, I think. But I can think, I've seen people on YouTube, I'm not going to mention their names, some anti-vegans who've been complete or horrible people. They took mushrooms, instead of becoming better people, it made them even more horrible. So maybe the psychedelics and mushrooms and entheogenic plants kind of like are a amplification for what's already inside you. If you're already a rotten, horrible soul, it's not going to transform you into something positive. It's just going to keep you down that path. Oh, Peter, that's cool. We're all good. We haven't had any problems tonight, really. It's like last week. What happened? Have I scared all the anti-vegans away? Like, what's going on? I mean, I thought last week was a fluke, an anomaly of sorts, that we had no one on the poop wall, no one tried to debunk veganism, no trolls, really. I mean, I say that because like pretty much every live stream I've done for the past 6 years has had some. So are we going to go another week without such trouble? We will see. Wardison 10, thanks for the super chat tip. Remember the last time I dunked on someone playing basketball? Excellent question there. I don't try to dunk when I'm playing games. Dunking is something, I showed you my dunk sessions in my last dunking video. I have to just keep trying until I get a dunk in. It's not like I can just go up and dunk at will or anything like that. So I'm not going to blow it in a game. I'm not going to like miss out on an easy bucket by going for a dunk and totally blowing it and then blowing it again. No, I only dunk when I'm saying I'm having a dunk session right now. You know, I'm in a certain mindset and there's not that many people on the court or no one's on the court. I have it all to myself and I can devote like 15-20 odd minutes to a dunk session. So that's so last time I did a dunk session was a few months ago. I've done a few since I've been 55 successful dunk sessions where I've dunked, but like I said, I've never tried to dunk in the middle of a game just because there's an extremely high percentage chance I will just flat out miss it. But thanks for the super chat there on Mortisan. Someone is above animals? Who's above animals? I saw Peter saying giraffes are above everyone. Who's above animals? What does it mean to be above animals? Like above in what way? I mean, yeah, we stand taller than them. We're usually more intelligent than them. Like, so what? How does that mean anything? Like, so you're saying the creature that's more intelligent has the automatic right to exploit and kill the lower intelligent creatures? I mean, is that what you're saying? So we can like pick on people who are not that smart and eat them? Or if a space alien found us and hey, they'd be more intelligent than we are, then they have the right to kill every person on this planet, right? They could just blow us all up or just fumigate us all and leave it blank for them. I mean, yeah, that sounds like some good logic. Yeah, he who is smarter has the right to kill the dumber ones. Yeah. What's all this talk about killing? Why does everyone want to kill? Why do people want to kill animals? And why do vegans want to kill other people? What's all this killing about? Are we such a violent culture now that we all just want to kill things? I've never wanted to kill things. Yeah, Peter, I think America's getting kind of scary. That's why I was looking to maybe leave the United States, but I've kind of settled on Hawaii. I'm going to get to the furthest place away from the continent of the United States and just live out the rest of my days there at some point. The mothership is on the way. Maybe so, huh? Hopefully the mothership will come and save us rather than kill us all. We'll see. No, not Alaska. I don't want to live anywhere like snows and stuff like that. No, Hawaii. Far away enough from all the craziness about here. I mean, I watched on YouTube, I watched like the news reports in Hawaii, the Honolulu local channel news. It's not all a bunch of people getting killed and shot, mass shootings. I haven't seen any mass shootings in Hawaii. I'm going there. It's like safer than California. Star Wars looks. I don't really consume or review adult films, so I don't have a position on that. That's deep fakes and adult films. It's nothing I've really thought through in any meaningful manner, other than reading like a headline like that. On the face of it, it sounds wrong, but I haven't really thought about it though. I have no position because that doesn't concern me. Now, Hawaii's overrated, but I can't think of any other place I'd rather live out the rest of my days at. I'm aware the cost of living is high in Hawaii, but California has one of the highest cost of livings too. So when I traveled to Hawaii, for Angie's 50th birthday when we went there. We were shopping a lot. We were buying all our foods at the local supermarket there. I didn't go, wow, it's so much more expensive here than back home. It's pretty similar, I didn't really like have a sticker shock then. Hawaii is full. Well, the Oahu is totally full. The main island that has like 95% of the population. But I'm not going to live there. I want to live somewhere where there's not just sprawling people everywhere. Suburban developments and buildings. I just want to live somewhere just kind of out more in nature, not in like the middle of nowhere. But yeah, one of the other islands like Kauai, the Garden Isle, or Hawaii, the Big Island. That's like has the least amount of people per square foot or per acre is the Big Island. So yeah, I know what I'm looking for. I've thought this through for a while. This cartel scared me away from Mexico. No, where I wanted to go, mi comunidad vegana, Sayulita, and that area, Puerto Vallarta, it's really expensive. It's like I might as well just live in Hawaii. It just seemed like it was like the world caught on to beautiful Sayulita, Mexico. Maybe if I had learned about it like 10 years ago, it would have been cool. But it's the cat's out of the bag. It's a popular place now, and I can't afford Sayulita, I don't think. Stephanie Simpson, yeah, Kauai. Kauai is one I'm looking at, either Kauai or the Big Island. Maybe Maui if I can find something affordable there. But yeah, it's probably going to be Hawaii, the Big Island, or Kauai. But this is not happening now or anytime soon. I'm just thinking of the next steps in my life. Something that could happen as soon as maybe next year. Probably not. Sometime in the next 2 to 5-ish years is my guess. Living on a volcano would be fun. Yeah, unfortunately on the Big Island, there are still some active volcanoes, but there are well-known lava flow maps, and just don't live where the high-risk lava flows are. Yeah, Fu Man, it's getting scary for sure. Yeah, and I definitely want to live somewhere where there's not going to be snow, because I'm after this winter here in California, I'm ready to move to the tropics. Yes, and I do surf. I love surfing. I've surfed on and off throughout my entire life, basically. So that's one reason I started getting back into surfing last year, to get my body ready to start surfing again, if that's going to be my main sport. Sayulita, is that on the size? No, it's Sayulita, S-A-L, not Cellulita, Mexico. Is that the surf punks you're quoting there? Yeah, Fu Manpu, I think that's a surf punks lyric, huh? This weather is ridiculous. You're ready to complain about summer. I'm not a big fan of this winter. Usually I like winters. They're usually quite nice. Usually this time of year it's like 69 or 70 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. We haven't seen a 70-degree day in like months, and it's typically like 60 degrees high, and we're it's been pretty it's been a rough winter here in California. Yeah, Pauline, Australia's on my list too. If I had my way, I'd move to like maybe say Noosa in Australia, or some Byron Bay, something like that. But that looks quite like so far, and that looks pretty expensive too. And I don't know if I meet the immigration requirements to move there and live there and become eventually a citizen or something like that. I think they're looking for people with more wealth than I might have. Let's see, Peter, did I hear that the last orca at Marineland has died? No, I was not aware of that. So they're not going to keep killer whales in captivity anymore? Let me know if that's going to be the upshot of all this, Peter. If so, that's cool. I'm sad to hear the orca died, but if that was been the plan all along, is to not have them anymore, that would be cool. Let's see, Fu Manpu, Duran Rider is getting another trial due to winning an appeal. What is he? Is he on trial, or is he like? What did he do, or what was done to him? Inform me. I have not followed his life for a long time. Have I looked at the Philippines, Uncle? No, that's too far. Yeah, I know there's places in Southeast Asia that are affordable. Too crowded. Hawaii sounds perfect for me. Big Island or the Garden Isle. That's where I'm looking at. I have like my account on Zillow. I get emails every day of like new properties coming up and stuff like that. Not that I'm ready to jump on it yet or anything like that, but I'm just staying on top of the real estate markets there. You like it when Shamu bit the trainer's head off? I don't think that happened ever, Fu. Oh, AJ, the whale died in Marina is so sad. She was captive like her entire life, never regained freedom. I guess you can't set them back out into the wild, unfortunately, right? Because they weren't trained by their mamas on how to survive in the wild, how to hunt. They would just probably end up dying, right? So it's, the best thing they could do for them at that point is to keep them, unfortunately. Yeah, Josh, I'm totally ready for Hawaii as a new living experience, but not quite yet. I'm telling you, this is a short, long-term plan, medium-term plan. That's between short and long, like a 2 to 5 year thing. Yeah, we're ideally, lettuce reason. Yeah, we'd like to have a house that already has mature fruit trees, and we see them on the listings. Like they'll say this house has a mature banana, mango, papaya, and avocado trees. Like yes, and if our property or whatever house doesn't have that, first week there, I'm going to go and buy a bunch of trees and plant them so they'll eventually become mature and fruit bearing. Don't want to waste any time. No, Boston's not on our list, Heidi. No, like I said, a place, I don't want to go somewhere that's really crowded. I want somewhere less crowded than Long Beach. And I've been to Boston before a couple times. And yeah, I remember it being very, very crowded. Very, just too much. I want somewhere with more nature. And I don't want snow. I never lived anywhere with snow. I visited places, stayed places with snow, but I don't want to end up somewhere with snow in the wintertime. You want to move with us, last reason? Well, one of the places we're looking at is kind of like a compound almost, so we might be able to have people come and stay, but I don't think we're going to be able to get that one. It's way over our price point, and it'll probably be gone by the time we're ready to move out there anyway. So if we do get a place that's like a compound, we'll let you guys know. Maybe we can open it up to have people come and stay with us. They had all these little bungalows outside, like 4 or 5 of them or something like that, or 3 or 4. Anyway. Yeah, Robert, yeah, Australia. I would love to move to Noosa or like Byron Bay. Those look so amazing and magical. Yeah, you don't have to convince me to go to Australia. It just looks kind of expensive, and I'm not sure if I meet the immigration requirements to go to Australia. And it's hella far too. It'd be really expensive to ship all our stuff to Australia. It's gonna be expensive enough to ship stuff to Hawaii, but Australia, it's just gonna be that'd be a lot. But yeah, I love Australia. Even though I've never been, everything I've seen about these places I'm talking about really appeal to me. I never considered Florida, Carl. But no, I want to get away from the mainland. You know what I'm saying? I want to get away from like all the crazy politics and shootings and stuff like that. I want to go somewhere where they don't have mass shootings and I just want to go somewhere it's chill. And yeah, Florida's crazy. California's crazy. I just want to get away from it all and live somewhere more chill. Yeah, Heidi, yeah, Boston is quaint, but somewhere to visit versus live. Yeah, I had fun. I loved Boston when I visited there, but yeah, I wouldn't want to live there for like the long term, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a beautiful city. It's gorgeous, and it's got a lot going on there. Yeah, I know, Peter, barely any shootings in Canada. Good point, but I want to live somewhere warmer than Canada. So that's why Canada's not on my list there. And pretty expensive in a lot of the parts I enjoy in Canada. The West Coast looks pretty expensive. Oh, Johnny, you haven't gotten that much rain in Salem this past year. Nowhere as much as we used to. Yeah, we've been getting it all here. Seriously, the West Coast here, California, we've gotten like 3 seasons worth of rain and snow here. Graven says St. Pete is gross. Okay, I don't know. I've never been to Florida. I almost went to Florida once. Our band, Love Spirals Downwards, was set to play a show out there, but the promoter totally like delayed booking our flights, and it didn't happen. But we were going to be in the Orlando area. That was a long time ago. This was the 90s. The West Coast has barely any snow, but it gets cold there, and it has the Pacific Northwest weather pattern there, Peter. That's it. I know what that weather pattern's like. It affects the entire West Coast, from like north of San Francisco into Oregon, Washington State, British Columbia. And we're getting it right now. I know exactly what that is. We've been getting the Pacific Northwest weather pattern, and I'm kind of over it right now. I just want it to stop. I want it to go back to normal Southern California weather. Orlando is gross too. Yeah, I wasn't going on that trip, Graham Babies, thinking Orlando was going to be like a trip to Hawaii or something like that. Not bagging on Orlando if anyone lives out there. I just knew it's not. Yeah, it's got resorts and stuff like the Disneyland resort and stuff like that, but it's not like tropical beach or something like that. You can do that trapped in the Matrix every time I talk about warm weather for sure. Star Wars X, you're glad Cosmic Skeptic has fixed some of his problems? Well, what did he fix exactly? Because like I said, I watched Joey Carbstrong's 35-minute response. A lot of that response was showing Alex say his bit. What was Cosmic Skeptic able to fix? Sounds like he's still working on it, right? I mean, it sounds like he ate fish. All of a sudden, IBS handled. Said he had IBS pretty much his entire life since he was a kid, way before he ever went vegan. So how is it fixed exactly? I'm just curious because I might make a response video. Hey, G-Light, did you just join the Happy Fam right now? I can't. Yeah, you weren't a Happy Fam member before. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have a bad memory, and I'm sure VD is going to use that against me. I can't remember everything, every fact, But welcome if you just joined G-Light, because I know you've been following us for quite a long time. Graven's telling Sarah it's hot and gross and lots of gators too. Is that which part is that you're talking about there of Florida? Oh, I remember the Big Dig, Terry. I can't remember if I was out there then. Was that the 80s or 90s, the Big Dig, or the I can't remember. It's been a long time. When I was there last, let me try to remember. I think it was like 95 or something like that in Boston. I was there for my band, Low Spirals Downwards. We did a little short East Coast tour. All of Florida is like that, Graven. Let me see. All of because you said it to Sarah, all of Florida is hot, gross, and lots of gators. And see, someone, and who was it trying to convince me to move to St. Petersburg? I'm not seeing the super chats. I saw G-Light become a member, and then 17 minutes ago I saw Wardisan 10 super chatted to me about if I ever dunked on someone playing a basketball game. So I'm keeping an eye on it, Peter. I'm gonna turn my volume up even louder to make sure I hear the dings, since I can't see the dings today because of my technical issue. V and Moyman, yeah, someone say something stupid. Does someone want to role play a hater? Just kidding. That's what I feel like. Someone needs to pretend they're a troll or something like that. That's kind of boring, huh? 2 weeks now without the haters. What's happening? How come they don't? Usually they feel really entitled to speak their mind and just tell us all why veganism is so horrible. How come that's not the case anymore? AG, yeah, Hawaii sounds like a great place for relocation. I just hope the price of real estate doesn't keep inflating to the point where it'll be beyond my reach once the time comes. I'm scaring them away, the trolls. Why? I give them an opportunity to state their case here. Yeah, and Robert Bird, climate is changing fast, and I think Hawaii would be a decent place as far as climate change goes. Yeah, Star Wars looks. Yeah, I know about using AI type text to like recreate someone's voice. That's how Val Kilmer made that recent documentary. They did that technology because he can't speak well anymore because of some surgery. Anyway, the tech, AI is here, man. 2023 is a year we're really seeing how AI really, it makes a real difference in life. Oh, is that the title? I can use this live stream to respond to VD's video if only Ryan had a brain. No, I'm not going to make a response to her response, to my response. No, I just add infinitum nonsense. No. I said what I need to say. Okay, VD, are you watching? This is my response video to VD. Everyone write it down. At 1 minute and 1 hour, 14 minutes, 30 odd seconds. Here's my response to VD. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics isn't the only organization in the world that has made statements about the appropriateness of vegan diets as far as not being nutritionally deficient. So if you really have a beef, so to speak, with that expiration date, when the position, they said right in 2012 when they put it out there, it was only going to last till the end of 2019. Anyway, if you have an issue with that, we can look at other organizations such as the British National Health Service, the Australian Dietary Guidelines, so on and so forth. So you want to play whack-a-mole and just debunk all of them? Have at it, VD. Make my day. Show me your scientific reasoning. All right, end response. Graven, you're really encouraging people to not move to your home state there. How do you feel? Do you like it though? Despite all those things you're saying about all those negative things, Graven, are you cool? I mean, you're okay with that? Or I'm just curious. I have no idea because you're making it sound really horrible. And the reason why science expires, the position paper had an end date, is to make sure they weren't using like 30-year-old or 20-year-old studies in their analysis about the appropriateness of vegan and vegetarian diets. So it makes sense, yeah. The position paper came out in 2012. Yeah, 7 odd years seems like a nice lifespan, and then update it again sometime so you can have the more recent, because since 2012 a lot of studies have been put out, even more studies showing how appropriately planned or sensibly planned vegan diets are appropriate for all people in all stages of life. Even more studies have, so it's not like there's been fewer studies and their position paper is now like something they're gonna have to make an opposite a position of. No, there's even more science now there, but it's better to have a position paper that's based on the most current up-to-date science rather than studies from like 1998. AJ, yeah, I know about, you're living in Florida. I know all about Governor DeSantis. I've been following his antics for a while. I can't believe how he's not in trouble for lying to a group of Guatemalan immigrants, I believe, is that where they're from? Central American immigrants, lying to them about what they're going to be doing and putting them on a plane using like taxpayer money and sending them to another state. That just seems so unethical. I mean, I don't care. It's just like, how can that be something that we let governors do? I don't care what your political affiliations are. If a Democrat did that or an independent did that, I'd be saying the same thing. How is that permissible? How is that tolerated? How can you like say, oh, I want to vote for that guy who used my taxpayer money to lie to immigrants and fly them for like way more than they would have paid if they paid the tickets on their own. They're like, the company charged them like 10 times the ticket price to fly them to another state and drop them off there in the middle of the night on an island with no help, no advance warning, and let them just suffer. That is cruel. That is just completely cruel and horrible treatment. Again, this has nothing to do with political affiliation. That is just a low thing to do. That's inhumane. And again, I don't care about your politics. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It's just wrong. Yeah, Uncle, there's a good question for our Florida viewers. Yeah, are there a lot of old retired people in Florida, or is that a stereotype? Aren't they being illegal? What do you mean being illegal? So you're saying if someone is not here legally, we have the right to abuse them and send them into put them on a plane while lying to them. I could say, they said we're putting you on a plane, we're sending you to a place where there's going to be jobs and housing. None of that. Just jump them off in the middle of the night on an airport, an island, no sir. I mean, so you're saying if someone is here illegally, we can do cruel, inhumane things to them? Again, I don't care your political affiliation. I'm just saying, who cares if their status is legal or illegal? Just doing cruel, inhumane things is just wrong and unethical. Yeah, Terry, I kind of feel like that too. That's why I'd like to leave our country, and I feel like I can go to Hawaii. I've been there a few times before, and I know they always refer to it as the mainland. Even though they know they're part of the United States and Hawaii, they refer to it as the mainland. The mainland is this place that's far away. They do their own thing there. We do things our own way here in Hawaii, so I kind of like that. It has its own kind of independence, even though it's, technically part of the United States and all that stuff, but so it's cool. I don't have to learn another language. I still understand how things work, and but I'm in a place where the mindset's different. When I finally go there, I'm not there yet. I'm already kind of halfway there in my mind, sort of. Costa Rica. Great question there, Prima. Yeah, I feel like I'm outpriced. If I had jumped on this idea for Costa Rica like 20 years ago, be a whole different story. But I know Costa Rica has been discovered by Americans for quite a long time now, and real estate prices and everything are kind of out there now. Hey Jordan, you done with your tutoring? How did that go? Yeah, Costa Rica looks great, but I think I'm gonna be Hawaii seems like the perfect match for me. As far as you list up the pros and cons for what I'm looking for, it ranks the best. Costa Rica is great too, but yeah, some negatives too. It's quite expensive, quite far away. So anyway, when am I planning on moving? I tell you, I have no fixed plan right now. I'm just thinking about the mid, not the near term, long term, the midterm. Like, I'm thinking maybe in the next 2 to 5 years, probably. If I were a gambling man, I would say in the next 2 to 5 years, I would probably be out there by then. Star Wars looks, Ryan, if we do throw them out, like they might scare other people for coming illegal. Well, deportation's one thing, but to lie to people about putting them on a plane, send them to a place, hey, there's going to be jobs, there's going to be services for you and housing, and put them on an island in the middle of the night, that's not deportation. And deportation itself you just can't just throw anyone out. You don't want, there's actually a process that, we have laws that you need to follow if you're working in government and stuff like that. So, so you're saying it's cool just to put people on a plane and lie to them and drop them off in the middle of nowhere with no help or services, even though you just promised them you're going to do all this stuff, and use taxpayer money to do that too? I'm just saying, I have some problems with that. If you think that's cool to treat people inhumanely, what do you think about treating animals so inhumanely too? Just kind of curious. It's not that bad to say I took you right now. Say, hey, you don't speak the language here that well, and I'm going to, you don't have any money. I'm going to put you on a plane, and you're going to go somewhere. We're going to take care of you. You're going to land at a dark airport in the middle of the night with your family that you have to care for and you're responsible for, and you have nowhere to go. You have no one to contact. Yeah, you think that's totally cool. I call complete BS on you. Yeah, Peter, thanks for telling VD to come to my live stream, our live stream, but I'm sure she's completely chicken. No, not making fun of chickens. Chickens are cool. I just met someone yesterday who was walking their chicken. The chicken's like a dog to them. It's like a pet, He rescued a chicken from like a homeless camp here in Long Beach, and he took it on as his pet. It's like, it loves them, Chickens are smart. He said the chicken understands commands like no or stop or, things like that. Things like you would associate training a dog with. I mean, I have trouble teaching my cats any kind of commands, but the chicken knows them. So Star Wars looks saying, if you break the law, we can treat people cruelly and illegally. Right. Well, that's good to know, Star Wars looks. So if you break the law, that means, the governor of your state, not even the police officers, the governor of the state has the right to treat you like a non-human person. That's not how, I've not seen, where is that written down? That if you have broken a law, you have lost all these rights to be treated as a normal human. You know, I mean, they're not breaking the law in the sense that they're going to jail or anything. It's just they've broken a law in that they might be here illegally. I don't know what the status was. I think they're here waiting their status to be determined. So you're already assuming a law was broken. You're saying either way, whether they've broken a law or not, certain people have the right to be treated like less than human. Okay, well, then please don't come here and advocate for treating humans as less than human. Because if you have that attitude, I fear how you view animals. If you feel like humans are not to be treated like with dignity and have rights, who knows what you think animals should be treated like? Oh, Allison. Someone did ask Ryan if he misses steak, though. Yeah, there's someone here to ask me about steak again. Oh, everyone has roosters in the yard. He said that we can't have roosters as pets or whatever here in Long Beach, but you can legally have a chicken as a pet here in Long Beach, as he does, and chicken loved him. I was so tempted to ask him, so are you vegan or vegetarian? You know, since I didn't want to ask it, you know. Anyway, Evan Parent, what are my views on NBA superstar Ja Morant? Well, first of all, I think he's a very talented player. He's probably got one of the best vertical leaps I've seen in a long time. That little guy can jump. Anyway, yeah, he did an Instagram video where he was, for one brief second there, it looked like he was holding a gun, and he's been suspended ever since. He blamed it on stress, which I'm not really buying. You know, it's like, you know, I'm so stressed, I need to go grab a gun right now or something like that. I want him to come back. I want to know what's up. I hope he's mentally healthy. I just don't understand why he's holding a gun for in an Instagram live video. Yeah, AJ, chickens are smart. They recognize faces and play games. Yes, people like to say, but chickens are stupid. Like, what do you mean stupid? Like, just because you're more intelligent than a chicken, that means it's stupid? I mean, I'm smarter than pretty much all these knuckleheads that come here to debunk veganism, but I don't say that they're stupid because they're not as smart as I am. I don't look at things like that, and people shouldn't look at things like that either. Let's see, Lettuce Reason. Anyone hear about the vegan served a singular banana on a Japan airline flight? What do you mean served a banana? Like just, that sounds cool, right? Or is it that all he ate? Or let me know. I want to hear more about this. You lost a game to a chicken before. What kind of game was that? Fall died. Hey, why didn't you walk up to the chicken guy and say, hey, my name is Ryan and I'm a vegan? I thought that was required as a vegan. I know exactly, huh? How do you know someone's a vegan? Because they'll tell you. No, I just didn't know what to say. You know, it's like I'm just thinking, gosh, I hope this guy doesn't eat chicken. And I mean, how could you eat the chicken and yet, you know, live with the chicken as your pet? You know, I mean, I didn't know how far to. If I see him again, it's a place where we go and like take little walks around here in the neighborhood. It's this pretty park along the ocean here. Along the bay, the marina. Anyway, I'll probably see him again. So if I see the chicken guy again, because we go there quite often, I'll keep an eye open for him and I'll ask him. I'll try to strike up a conversation because we'll want to pet his chicken and we'll see if he's vegan or not, or vegetarian. Evan, do I think the Lakers will make it to the 6th seed? I know it's really the separation between like the number 4 and the number 12 teams. It's just a few games. So if the Lakers can keep this winning streak or this winning trend going and hold it until LeBron gets back in another like week or two, who knows? It looks like now it'd be pretty weird if they didn't make it into the playoffs or the play-in. But yeah, we'll see. Tonight's an important game. We'll see how that goes too, but one game at a time. And the Lakers now, since the trade deadline, I was reading today, have the #1 defensive rating in the league. They're the best defensive rating. So that's great because their defense has been pretty crappy all year. But no surprise again, getting rid of Russell Westbrook, who can't play defense. I got something stuck in my tooth. That's why you see me picking on my teeth sometimes. Do what to his chicken? Pet? I want to pet his chicken. I didn't pet him last time because when we met him with the chicken, when he was walking the chicken, they were on a little stop. The chicken was laying on the ground, just rolling in like the dirt. Just like, how you see animals sometimes taking a dirt bath. The chicken was so involved in that dirt bath, we just didn't want to interrupt it. Evan, apparently Love Tofu is an inappropriate license plate in Maine. Why? Tell me what you know about that. I mean, how can that in any way be considered inappropriate or rude or vulgar or I mean, is it because it's promoting something? I mean, it's not like a brand. It's just tofu is a generic name for, you know, processed soy. I mean, why would that not be Love Tofu? I don't know. You got to explain that one to me. I want to hear more about that. Let's see, Jenna, some people in our neighborhood have backyard chickens. We've been in this part of town for 3 years now, but my service dog, Nori, only saw them for the first time 4 weeks ago. She didn't know what was going on. Tofu, says Fu Manpoo. Tofu. Tofu. Let's see, Uncle, you have an article about the license plate thing. Do you want me to post the URL? Yeah, why don't you paste it down here for everyone to have a look at? I guess I should take a look at it too, because we don't have any haters again tonight. I feel like I'm failing, yeah, in a weird sense. You know, not like hardcore, but like, why are the haters not coming anymore? Like what? Like they used to love Peyton on us all the time on the live streams, and they don't like us anymore. CBD is banned there in Hong Kong, V? I can't get hemp seeds anywhere. Wow, you can't even get hemp seeds? Wow, that's crazy because of CBD banning? Wow, they're not even related. Well, they are, but not really. Wow, never heard of that book, OLM. Are we smart enough to know how smart animals are? That sounds like a great title. All right, hang on one second here. I'm going to try to copy the link to Uncle's article there. 1 second. Let's see if I can get it. I know I have some issues here. All right, let's take a look here at this article since we're kind of chill tonight. Maine motorist appeal to keep naughty vanity license plate. Love Tofu. It was caught in the state's crackdown of vulgar tags. All right, I got to check this out. How is tofu? Can you guys even conceive of how tofu is vulgar? Okay. All right, so they think Love Tofu could be seen as a reference to sex instead of admiration for bean curd. The motorist insisted there was no mistaking his intent because the back of his car has several tofu-related stickers. It's my protest against eating meat and animal products. Wow. How is this a sex thing? Anyone know how is I Love Tofu? How is that? Anyone have anything to share? What am I missing here? Do you guys know about some weird sexual position called the tofu or something? It's like, what am I? What's going on here? I don't understand. The F stands for something naughty. Let me see. Let me look at it again. I love to F you. Oh, I get it now. Okay, thank you. I didn't see that. My brain did not parse it out quite like that. I guess I don't have as naughty brain as you guys do, right? And I'm just joking. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I should have saw that puzzle there. Thank you. All right. Okay, all right, I get it. They're not picking on vegans. That was my first hunch. Like, oh, they're just anti-vegan or something like that. No, okay, I see now. Okay. I get it. All right. You guys have naughtier minds than I do. Just joking. It's a PG stream, hubby. I love tofu. I do love tofu. In fact, maybe if we don't get the burritos tonight, we'll have tofu. In fact, let me check right now. I don't hear the rain coming down like it's been all day. Let me just see how the rain's going right now. Just says cloudy right now, so maybe we might get burritos. We will see. If not, maybe we'll make some tofu, because I effing love tofu. Alright, Dr. Bear, we'll probably still be here. It's only an hour and a half in, so we'll probably still be here for at least another 30 minutes. Yeah, tofu is the best. You didn't get it either, Hachi? Okay. I guess because I'm vegan, and so I see tofu. I'm not looking to, like... I can't imagine someone working at the DMV in Maine has such a naughty mind that they didn't see tofu. They saw something else. I mean, I get that says more about them than the license plate owner. Jared, okay. Oh, Jared, that's Subway, right? On Discovery Plus. We don't have that, but I'll remember that. I wouldn't mind checking that out. Fu Man Poo, I'll take fornication humor for $100, Alex. That sounds good there. Tofu and avocado toast and tofu, ramen, and kimchi. It sounds like a winning combo there. Yeah, but tofu with brown sauce is going to make you fat. Rick Rubin, 2022. There's a Valentine's Day card idea right there, VLAM. Oh my god, yeah, you're right, huh? You're known for your naughty mind, AJ. Well, that's a good thing in this case. You were able to parse that out in a way I couldn't see it immediately. Yeah, maybe if I wasn't talking, maybe I might have been able to see it quicker. I don't know, but the fact is I didn't see it until you guys told me. Nope, haven't seen that yet, Aaron. I usually don't like stuff like that, but, you know, I check it out, maybe. Dr. Bear, no trolls. Again, I don't know. I feel like I'm failing, Dr. Bear. This is the second week in a row. We've been like, you know, let's look at our poop wall here. Oops. The poop wall. There's nothing. No trolls, no one debunking veganism. I think we did have a troll. I think that person saying that we should, that it's totally cool for red state governors to lie to immigrants about providing them with a place to live and job and put them on a plane to take them there and then put them to another state, dump them off in the middle of the night in an island with no one to help them, no services, and they have to take care of their families, they have nowhere to go. That he's saying that's cool. No, I think that was our only troll of the day, you know, and it wasn't even vegan related, really. Shehanolulu. Yeah, that's one reason why I typically don't give money to homeless people. I know. I mean, I don't know, but that's kind of something I do is, well, I kind of refrain from that because I figure they're probably going to buy some animal product. Let us reason. Poop wall constipated. Veganism debunked. Yeah, the poop wall can't get anything past tonight. Uncle, you're going to get a t-shirt. T-shirt made. I love to F you. I'll tell Angie to make us a shirt. Let's see. There's a little smearing. What's the smearing you're talking about there, Sarah? I must have missed out on what you're talking about. It could be medicine. Who knows? Yeah, I just assume the worst. Yeah, I assume the worst with, yeah, like, you know, that money is probably not going to go to meds. Maybe I'm cruel in that regard. I'm not a perfect person. You know, I don't pretend to be. I'm just a vegan trying my best in this world. Wow, Peter, you once you gave money to a homeless person and he told me that all you're going to give me, that's all you're going to give me and go F yourself? Wow, no gratitude whatsoever from that person. Fall Dieting, do I get many troll comments on my videos? Yeah. Instead of me replying to their individual comments, because it would take me a long time to reply to all these trolls, so I have kind of a copy and paste, like please come. I say, dear troll or dear ageist bigot, please come to my live stream this Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific, and tell me more how veganism has aged me rapidly and I look so horrible for a 55-year-old man. Stuff like that. You know, I'll change it up. Or dear hater, please come to my live stream this Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific, and tell me more why humans become instantly deficient as soon as they stop eating animal products. Yeah, I want them to come and explain it here for all of us to enjoy, rather than me wasting time in the comments and maybe not seeing the replies. I want them to come here so we can all get something out of it, but they're not coming anymore. I don't know why. This word gotten out. They all know each other. Maybe they are. Maybe they're all connected. They're like some kind of bot network, or some anti-vegan group is funding them. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. 2 weeks in a row. Like, where are the haters at? Maybe my arguments have been so good I've converted them. Yeah. No, there's no change in their minds. Like what I said in my video yesterday about VD, no amount of facts and logic and evidence and reality will make any impact on them. Their ideas, their beliefs are unchangeable. Oh, we have a shirt idea, Antonio. Front of the shirt. Question: how do you know if someone is not vegan anymore? Back. They'll tell you. That's a nice twist there, huh? Hutchie, you've been hooping. Again, last few minutes. Tell me, what have you been doing? What have you been doing? Been playing games? Been working out? Or both? And what kind of progress? Like, what's going on? Tell me more about your new hooping journey. Graven is actually glad they're not here. Yeah, I know. Yeah, not all of us enjoy and appreciate the humor value that the trolls bring to the live stream. I kind of do, obviously. That's why I want them to come, and it's a good use of my time. Rather than me, I said, wasting time in the comments, and they'll never see it, maybe, or maybe none of you guys will ever see it. Just a conversation between me and a hater. They'll just go unseen forever. Just get it all here on the open for everyone to see and enjoy. Food's running on empty. I'm kind of hungry too. It's been I had lunch like 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. I'm starting to feel a little hungry, but I got more energy still though. Now, speaking of feeding homeless people stuff there, yeah, Jana, some homeless folks might want to eat plant-based, but they're often stuck in food deserts. Here's a story I don't think I've ever told before. This is back when I was in college, in my philosophy PhD program in Santa Barbara, back when I was like pretty much vegetarian. I was against animal exploitation for a long time in my life. Anyway, I remember I used to go to Subway often and order their what was it, sandwich? They had a Veggies Delight sandwich. But sometimes I would get this other one that was like a Veggies Delight sandwich but had some meat on it. And what I would do is take the meat and just go outside, because right outside Subway would be some homeless guys. I'll just give them the little turkey or whatever, and I'll just eat the rest of the veggie sandwich or something like that. I wouldn't do that anymore, but that's what I did back then in the 1990s. This would have been like 1992. So don't criticize me right now for something I did 30 years ago. They're probably targeting other YouTubers. Maybe so, but they're not live streaming right now. Don't they want to come on right now and make their voice heard, state their best case against veganism? Maybe they don't like my rules, my horrifically draconian rules here. Ryan is compassionate. Veganism debunked, huh? That's what I did back then in 92, though. I remember doing it on more than one occasion. Yeah, Food Not Bombs. They feed the homeless people and they're vegan. And I have contributed money and food to them in the past. I think, what did I give them? I at least gave them food. I can't remember if I gave them any cash or not. It was a long time ago. This is like maybe 6 years ago. I don't have a perfect memory. Evan, Marlon Winans, oh, he's hosting the Daily Show this week, right? Made a joke about a vegan diet being a punishment. What? This is just a dumb joke. Do you think inmates should be fed plant-based diets? Like, why not, right? Like, why not feed them plant-based diets? I don't think there's anything cruel about it. I don't think there's anything deficient about it. Like, why not? If I can eat a plant-based diet and not die and be athletic and healthy, inmates could do it too, right? You know, I don't see how that would be like punishment. Foo's gonna call it a night. Down goes Foo, down goes Foo. Be good until it's time to not be. See you soon. All right, thanks for being with us tonight, Foo. Good night. The homeless in Boston are pretty nice. That's good to know, Heidi. The Wolf has subscribed. If you are watching right now, Wolf, hello, and let me know if you're here in the live stream at this moment. Welcome. JL, this format is hard for me to express myself and get the help you need. Y'all make it sound so easy. What is your question, JL? We'll see if we can answer your question here, JL. So what is it? Star Wars Looks, please don't call. I know who you are. You're that ANCAP guy who comes back every week with a different screen name, and you always say the same thing. Can you see my comments, Ryan? And you say this weird trolling stuff. Yeah, Ryan, you see me. Don't call homeless people lazy. You have no idea. That's what's the word I'm looking for? Just a complete generalization. Many people are homeless for, different people are homeless for different reasons. Often when I see homeless people locally, there's mental health issues. The other day when I was on a walk, I saw a guy having a complete fighting, yelling match with himself, saying how how he hates him and he's going to kill him and all this things, talking to himself. There's definitely mental issues there. So how can you say that guy is lazy? He's hustling. He's walking around the neighborhood. He's doing all this busyness. He's doing a lot of work. He's not lazy. He's got a lot of energy, more than I have probably. He's got mental health issues. So please don't do these like the bigoted generalizations. Okay, Star Wars Looks, or else we're going to ban this new username of yours. You can't see him? Maybe Peter took care of him. Yeah, ignorant. Thank you, Jesse. That was the word I was trying to find there. Thank you. These ignorant stereotypes, these ignorant generalizations. Starro Jones. So here we go. We got homeless veterans too. Like they've served the U.S. for years and they are repaid with homelessness. Yes, a lot of, I think most of us have seen a homeless veteran before. Is it because that veteran is lazy? No. Yeah, drug addiction, alcoholism, mental illness, and a system that just not prepared or equipped to address homeless issues. In fact, when I was running for city council, I was pointing out how homelessness is not being addressed at all. The primary agency in charge of dealing with homeless issues is the police department. And they're not trained in that. They don't have training in social services and work like that. You know, they're good at solving, like, you know, if you need guys to go out and keep law and order, have some guns and stuff, police are great for that. But to deal with people with alcohol problems of not having a place to sleep, that's not what they're trained in medical, not what's that called, police academy. We need to allocate some, because that takes a huge part of the police budget. So the amount of time that the man hours devoted to addressing homeless issues via the police department, we could take that same amount of money. The police are paid a high salary here in Long Beach. We could take that and give like a couple $1,000,000 to an agency designed specifically and trained to address homeless issues, house homeless people, deal with their needs. A lot more can be done, but right now just the cops come and say, hey, can you guys move, get away, or we're going to put you in jail tonight. That doesn't solve homelessness a bit. We need people who are trained specifically in that field. And there's already money being allocated to it. It just needs to be allocated differently. That's not called defunding the police. It's called differently funding. Zendan. Oh, I already talked about Cosmic Skeptic tonight. Maybe I'll make a video later next week, but it's pretty much everything I suspected. He didn't have some disease, which cure is to eat fish. That's the only cure for this condition, is to eat fish. And other things I said, I was pretty much spot on. Yeah, Uncle. Yeah, come to Long Beach. Yeah, I mean, if you want to see a way to horribly not address homelessness, look no further than around the Long Beach City Hall area. Wow, Dr. Barry, your rent was hiked 10% last year. Wow, that's way more than inflation. If I didn't have a good job, yeah, see what's happening here. But no, we have some people saying, "Oh, I think he got banned," but yeah, they're lazy. No, it can happen to any of us. You get in a financial crunch, like say you have a car accident, or you have something that needs to be repaired, a pet needs to get surgery or something like that. Your rent gets hiked 10%. Lose your job. It's so easy. If you don't have a support network, friends, family, something that might be able to help you out, any of us could end up homeless unless we're already independently wealthy or something like that. Wow, Sarah. Yeah, Bend, where you at in Oregon, has a homeless problem, and it gets so cold that people die every year. Touchy for philosophers are lazy, huh? We don't do much. We just sit around and think. Evan Parent, what are my suggestions for starting a vegan YouTube channel? Just start it. That's the most important thing, is just to start it. You'll figure out your content. You'll figure out your voice, what you want to do, what you feel comfortable, what you feel great doing, what kinds of content. Just start something. That's what I did. My first videos sucked horribly, but it just got me started. Wow, me, comunidad vegana. Wow, that's a story there. Yeah, Victoria has a lot of homeless too. Yeah, it's a problem everywhere, and I haven't seen too many countries really address it in a way that makes a real impact. What's my favorite part about YouTube? What do you mean, as far as being a content creator or viewing YouTube? I'll answer your question, Evan. I just want to make sure I understand which part of the question. What are you asking exactly? Yeah, there are mothers out there living in cars. That's homeless too. Not every homeless person sleeps on the sidewalk. Yeah, I know homeless people that sleep in their cars. I would say if you want to start a YouTube channel, any of you, a Sweet Potato Sister or Evan, just don't expect it to be like a big thing, like a career, or you're going to be an influencer or famous or anything like that. I mean, look at me. You know, I've been doing this. This will be our 10th year, guys, 10 years. And we're not famous and rich and all this stuff like that, you know. I mean, yeah, we grind along with our music. We grind along with our YouTube and you know, other things we do, you know, but yeah, just don't expect. I mean, you could get lucky. Who knows? Maybe it'll be huge and you get 100,000 views on all your videos and people lining up to pay to come out and speak and all this stuff. Who knows? I'm just saying, just do it because that's what you want to do. It's your way that you want to be. You know, if you're doing it for veganism, that's the way you want to be a vegan activist. You know, some people just want to go out in the streets with signs, which I say but that's a great way to do it. I'm a very introverted person. I don't go out into big groups all that often. I'd rather stay home and do my thing. So that for me, this is how I feel comfortable doing things. I'm famous to you, Sweet Potato Sister thing. It's all relative. Yeah, which I've been for most of my life since I've been involved in music. I've been known as what's called a micro celebrity, which means exactly that. Like most people don't know who you are, you know, but in certain contexts, kind of a big deal. You know, certain musical contexts, groups of people like, wow, that's Ryan from Love Spirals and Love Spirals Downers. I've like 6-year albums and stuff like that. I've been listening to you since 1992. And then, yeah, in certain vegan contexts, like, wow, I watch you guys on YouTube. So we're micro celebrities, you know. We get noticed sometimes when we're out in public, you know, but it's not like, I'm not like, you know, a movie star where, you know, I would get noticed all the time if I were like Brad Pitt or anything like that. Never been to Bali. Never traveled to that part of the world, Evan. Yeah, Starro, you're not sure what kind of content we do? Yeah, it takes a while to figure out what you like doing. It took me all these years to figure out what I really enjoy doing are the kinds of videos you've seen me doing for the past, 3 years now. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it before, but I specialize in responding to anti-vegan nonsense. You know, people say stupid stuff all the time about vegans, like, you know, Joe Rogan's experience and Jordan Peterson and Piers Morgan, and the list goes on. You know, I like responding to that because, hey, they get to say their thing and poison the world with their misinformation. I like to set the record straight, even though I don't have as many views as these people have, but at least I get the information out there, and I do it in a very fact-based, evidence-based way, setting the record straight with evidence rather than just like weird beliefs I have or something like that. And also like respond to like these why no longer vegan people, because that kind of falls under a lot of misinformation too. So yeah, I just enjoy my critical thinking based vegan. I consider myself a vegan thinker. That's what I feel like my thing is. Are there better vegan thinkers out there? Yeah, maybe so. I'm not saying I'm the best one out there or anything like that, but that's what I enjoy doing. Bean Moyman, feel like playing us a song? Yeah, I'll play a song. Why not?
Feel like playing us a song?
Since you gave a little super chat to there. Let's see. Anyone can name that song? It's a song that came out in the past few years. No one knows it? Oh, shit. Let's see. See if anyone's got it. I'll give you a hint. It's not a Korean band. It's a male rock pop artist. It's been around for a few decades. I came out with an album. I think it was called Sob Rock a couple years ago during like quarantine. Let's see. Let's see if anyone gets. I'll just wait another couple seconds. I'll tell you what that was in a second. I felt like playing because I was playing guitar today. I got some. I was hooking up some gear differently, so I had to really test a lot of stuff out, and therefore I played a lot of guitar today. So usually when I pick up a guitar, I haven't played for like a week or two or something like that. But I was just playing a few hours ago. Let's see. More hints. Let's see. More hints. Yeah, it was John Mayer. It was a song called Wild Blue by John Mayer. You got it, Uncle. Yeah. It's a really cool song. You haven't heard it? Check it out. It's a really cool video. Yeah, smoke a little reefer. Check it out. It's a really cool song. The way it's produced, I love it. It's got his guitar solo in there is just amazing. The tone is like to die for. I mean, I'll never play a guitar that sounds as toneful as his solo in there. The video's kind of cool. It's kind of retro 80s. But anyway, yeah, I was just playing the rhythm guitar part there. I wouldn't even play the solo. It would just be a travesty. Oh, slow dancing in a burning room. Let's do that. Let's see. Got to get a strat for that. Let's see. It won't be as loud because this is not acoustic. Anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, slow dancing. That's one of my favorite John Mayer songs of all time. Yeah, he's got an amazing tone on that song too. The rhythm guitar, the solo. Yeah, that's another tone to die for song. Yeah, Wild Blue, Slow Dancing in the Burning Room, kind of the apex of the vortex of John Mayer greatness there. Could you hear it? You could hear it with I tried to put the guitar near I have a microphone like right down here, so I just tried to put the guitar near there. Let's see. Can I sing and play? I can't even really sing that well, so I'm definitely not going to sing and play. No. That's just something private, right? I can sing and correct it and pitch correct it and auto-tune it and stuff like that. Yeah, Yeah, there's a good explanation there. Tina, Love Spirals is like Pink Floyd meets trap, right? Is that what you're trying to say there? Yeah, especially our new songs that we're working on. That's a good way to describe them. Maybe they're even less Pink Floydy now than ever before. Freebird, no, no Freebird, no Freebird or Stairway. Yeah, even Ace doesn't want to troll tonight, huh? Even Ace is being cool. What's up? What we're saying, we're like lamenting at like the lack of trolls that we've had. Yeah, John Mayer has like played with so many legends. He's got the greatest music education, the greatest blues education imaginable. You know, he's famous and people open themselves up to him. He goes for that access. He's learned a lot. He's a great guitar player, and he's got the money to just buy the greatest amplifiers and just chase after the greatest tone. Do I use auto-tune? Good question, Uncle, in music. I use it very sparingly. For most of my music career, I never turned on any plugin like that. But now I'll put on just a little bit, you know, like not to the point where you even ever hear it ever, you know, unless I really want to crank it up for a certain effect, like, you know, where you want to sound like a trap vocalist, rapper or something like that. So we might have a little bit more like that in the future. But for the most part, yeah, just light auto-tune. Pink Floyd meets Sade. There's a good description there, guys. Yeah, you guys know our music. Yes. Hey, Travis. No Stairway denied. Yeah, I'm against this whole time-changing thing. Just leave it at daylight savings time forever and call it a day. Do I have albums? Yeah, I have a bunch of albums. Yeah, I have 4 or 5 albums as Love Spirals Downwards and a similar amount as my band Love Spirals. I should have the stuff ready to go. Let's see. I'll go to our Bandcamp page here. Give me 1 second. I'll put it up on the lovespirals.bandcamp. I mean, we're on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. I mean, all the streaming services. I mean, this is one way how we make a living. I've been a musician, a professional musician and music producer since the 1990s. So, I mean, I just got into this YouTube thing only a mere 10 years ago. Anyway, let's go to, let's see. Here we go. Like lovespirals.bandcamp. You can check out our Lonely Sunset single. In fact, you can watch our music videos on let's see, YouTube. Love Spirals. All right, let me put a link to our music videos. 1 second here. Actually, here's our Love Spirals YouTube. I just put a link down there, so check it out. I would suggest checking out Down Low. I'll just play a couple seconds of Down Low, the music video here. Oh, does it go full screen? Wow, I'm getting some technical problems today. Usually I can play video in here. Okay. Alright, I'm having some technical issues. It's playing on my computer, but it's not coming out for you guys. Oh well. Yeah, check out Down Low. I think we did a really good job with that song and music video. We filmed it with nice gear. We have like my nice camera that I use here for the live streams. It's a cinematic camera. Yeah, I might get a copyright strike against myself, huh? Thanks, guys. Yeah, we're working on 3 new songs right now, too. I was working on them a lot during the past month when Angie was sick. She couldn't sing, but I was able to write a lot of music. I was really inspired. So anyway, yeah, hopefully we'll get the singing. We'll start working on the singing parts really soon. Yeah, listen to Love Spirals. MySpace. Yeah, old school. VLAM, you're listening to some Love Spirals playlist on Spotify today. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, listen to our stuff. Awesome. Thanks. Jesse, 12 string. Love the chill vibe. Angie has such a soothing voice. Yeah, she has a very soothing voice for sure. yeah, very soulful and soothing voice, which has kind of influenced the directions of music I've been into. Like, you know, I've been making more soulful music since I've been working with Angie. My previous singer, great singer, but she wasn't a soulful singer, so I was making less soulful music. But working with Angie, I've been it's been bringing the soul out of me. Sus chords are your favorite. I like a minor ninth chord. Let me play a minor ninth. I use them all the time in Love Spiral's music. Like, ooh, crap. It's just so rich, sadly beautiful. Yeah. Anyway. Evan, yeah, watch it live more. You never know when some music will spontaneously break out. Especially, like I said, I've been playing a lot the past week. You know, other weeks I'm a little more hesitant because I need to warm up. I just can't pick up a guitar and sound. I mean, you guys probably wouldn't know the difference, but I know. Like my fingers aren't responding like they should. You know, I like to warm up. Yeah, you like the minor 9 chords too, John? Yeah, I use them. It's hard for me to make a song where I don't throw down at least one minor 9th chord. And if not a minor 9th, there'll be a minor 7th chord. Yeah, beautiful sadness, Uncle. That's how I like to describe our music and the kind of music I really like. I like music that is beautifully sad. It makes you weep, and you're not sure, are you weeping because it's so beautiful or it's so sad? It's because it's got both of those. Oh, VLAM, yeah. YouTube suggested one of your older videos the other day. Apparently, there's some people that think our music sounds like porn. I know, I had to make a video like, no, we just make like R&B kind of soulful music. And if you think that sounds like porn, that's on you. I mean, do you think all like music that's influenced by R&B and soul sounds like porn? That just sounds like a total like kind of almost racist thing to say or something. Anyway, I don't know. We don't watch porns. I have no idea what kind of music's in porns. Actually, in that video, yeah, we did check out some porn music soundtracks, and they're pretty cool. Kind of like 70s funk and soul. It's like, okay, if you think like black music from the 70s sounds like porn music, that's on you. It's just some cool music, you know? Like something that sounds like Kool and the Gang or something, you know? What's Jesse? You move in and out of playing music. I know I'm in a healthy headspace when I'm playing on the reg. Yeah, that's what I've been doing more this week too. I'm actually playing more because I'm in the process of trying to sell this amp right here, my 1978 Princeton Reverb. I'm pointing at it back there, that top silver and black one. It's a vintage amp, 1978. Looking to sell for maybe like $1,600. It's worth that on the used market. It says the range is like 15 to 2,000. Anyway, I'm looking to sell that because where I'm moving in the future, there won't be any tube amp techs to retube my amp and bias it and service it and stuff like that. So I got a little tiny replacement that sounds pretty much just like it for like $300. So yeah, anyway, if anyone's interested in buying Happy Healthy Vegan's vintage tube amp, let me know. It's up on reverb.com. You know, it's a legit thing. I sell gear there all the time. Just kind of clearing some stuff out that's probably not going to be too useful for me when I finally move. I'm already kind of mentally planning, you know. I don't know why I would take a tube amp to live out on the Big Island or the Garden Isle. That's funny, Allison. Ex-vegans going back and forth on their thoughts there. Oh, never heard of that person or artist there, Evan. Yeah, whoever did it, yeah, thank you, Doctor. For pointing it out, Dr. Bear. It's probably Peter. Thank you for banning or timing out that Star Wars person. Again, it's that ANCAP person. That was their first username I remember from months ago. They come back and just troll with weird questions. So thanks. Yeah, they're not really helping us out here, making our live stream better or something like that. Hey, Sarah, you got to go. I should get going pretty soon, too. I don't think you're going to miss much. I'll let you know. I'll send you a message, Sarah, if we somehow make some kind of like history tonight. Live stream history. You know, the most amazing anti-vegan comes and says the most amazing thing. I don't think it's going to happen tonight. I think it's going to be chill. But yeah, good night to you, Sarah. As always, great seeing you on these Friday nights. And on the live streams. I'm sorry, on the video premieres. It's always good to see you. Would I live in a tiny home? They sound interesting, Fa. I would like to stay in a tiny home before I ever committed to one, but I don't think they're big enough. I just have too much crap, you know? I mean, my music studio takes up a room, you know? And so I don't think I'm quite set out to be a tiny home person as much as I think they're really intriguing and fun. If I were a poet or something, or just made music on my laptop, it could be possible. But I need a studio room, and I don't think a tiny home has a space for what my space needs are. In fact, I wish this room were a little bit bigger. I wish I could put a little tiny drum kit in here, just a small like 3-piece drum kit. Hey, Amy, just got here. Yeah, tiny homes are pretty romantic, but not many people live in them by choice. Like, that's all they can afford if they want to have their own place. You're going to go to bed too, Heidi? Hey, you're on the East Coast. Yeah, you're probably really tired, because I'm already getting pretty tired here, too. I was doing deadlifts today, so I feel a little more mellow, you know. You're a preschool teacher, and that would be the only thing you can afford if you want to buy your own. Yeah, I watched that show, The Tiny House Nation or something like that. Yeah, a lot of people, that's what they say. They want to get a house, but they're so freaking expensive now. I mean, that's the only reason why I'd be able to, like I said, I want to, in the not so distant future, like 2 to 5 years, move to Hawaii. The only reason why I could even consider that is because real estate that's already owned in my family. So that's the only reason why. There's no way I could save up, you know, like to buy a brand new house now. But you know, I bought my house for like $200,000 20 years ago, and it's worth 3 times that now. So that's helping. Jonathan, hey, just found our channel, and our content looks really good. Cool. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. We do this live stream every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Usually we just chill out and talk amongst ourselves as vegans, but often we have people come and try to debunk veganism, and that's when it gets its most fun, I think. Unfortunately, it's been really quiet tonight. Strangely, for the past 2 weeks, the anti-vegans have just like been afraid to come on here. You'll shrink when I'm older. Yeah, I won't shrink that much. Remember, I'm almost 6'5", so if even I shrunk to like 6'4", you know, it'd be tough for me to live in a tiny house. Dr. Bear, it really bums you out that you might never ever be able to afford your own house. You don't want to throw your money away down some landlord forever. I know. I hear you. When did I get this house? Like 20 years ago. So I was like in my early mid 30s. So that was a decade and a half. Like, yeah, just paying a landlord. So that's kind of cool though. I mean, that I've been like, you know, building up equity in this house, meaning like when the, you know, I own most of the equity in this home, meaning, yeah, it's been a profitable thing. So I was in a really lucky position. I was able to have the money for a down payment, in an area I could afford. I looked good on paper, so a bank was able to like approve me for the loan for the rest. It was just a weird moment in time, and I seized it because I don't think I would have qualified the following year after that or the year before that. It was just dumb luck. Yeah, Uncle, we just got some bamboo toilet paper, actually. I forgot the brand, but yeah. Wow, V, a 300 square foot tiny fat. Oh, I seen Hong Kong. I was watching some shows on YouTube, VLAM, about how like someone will rent out a small flat like that, like a 300 square foot flat, and then they'll divide it. they'll have people stacked in these little tiny rooms on bunk beds, or maybe they get their own little tiny room where you can't even stand up because it's like the room is only like 3 foot high. There's another guy above you. It's crazy. I mean, I've never seen that before, and that sounds like it's a thing in Hong Kong. It wasn't like a one-off or anything. That's how bad it is out there. That's how overcrowded and expensive it is. Coffin homes, yeah, that's it. You know what I'm talking about. I couldn't believe it. I just learned about that about a month ago. Yeah, VLAM's about talking to Patrick there. Yeah, how so? I use the bamboo TP. Don't think there's any animal ingredients in the bamboo toilet paper. Don't know for sure, but again, let's look at the definition of veganism here, rather than my music video that won't play. Let's have a look. See here. Whoa. Oh wow, what's going on here? Hang on one second. Wow, it's totally stuck. Hang on one second. Oh man, I can't show anything in the web browser right now. Crap. One second, guys. Let me see if I can fix this really quick. Okay, one second, guys. Okay. Man, I've had some technical issues today. There we go. I can show the definition of veganism again now. Okay. It's a way of philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So, as far as the toilet paper goes, if every brand puts an animal product in there, you don't have any choice then, right? You're doing the best you can. You're not buying meat and dairy and fur and stuff like that. If there's no option other than some toilet paper that has some process or thing in it that you wish weren't in there, do the best you can. But yeah, if you look around, I think you can find some alternatives though, like say like bamboo toilet paper. But yeah, just do the best you can as far as like, yeah, if you have an option, go for it. Mike says, Ryan, stop being so scary if you want me to debunk veganism. Are you serious or are you joking there? Because yeah, if anyone wants to debunk veganism, I think he's serious, huh? Robert's responded, hey, if you have something you want to share with us about veganism, how you think you have an answer for it, why it's wrong, we'll listen to you. Give us your best shot here. Why do you think veganism, how you can debunk veganism? Finally, we finally got it. Yeah, and what about not using toilet paper at all? Good question, Peter, because that's an option. I have a bidet, so I hardly ever use any toilet paper. I know people that have bidets that use no toilet paper. Good for them. I like to keep some handy, but I'm just using like we're talking about reducing. Earlier I reduced my toilet paper use big time. So anyway, yeah, where's Mike? Are you thinking, Mike? Hopefully Mike is thinking right now, just getting ready and typing very carefully and thoughtfully his great argument against veganism or some great example that shows how veganism is wrong or something like that. So hopefully it's coming, Mike. We're waiting for you. Let's see. Yeah, toilet paper for guests, huh? Happy, healthy vegans are clearly pro-Biden. Wait, I thought you were here to debunk veganism. What does it mean to be pro-Biden? And how does that relate to veganism? We have conservative Republicans in our live stream chat right now. So what is your point? Should we ban you just because you're not putting out a coherent argument? Who cares what my politics are? Who cares if I voted for Biden or if I voted for an independent or what? How does that have anything to do with veganism? Pro-Biden is Hunter? Like Hunter Biden? Are we doing some kind of humor thing here? What is What is going on here? And there's vegans outside the U.S. like VLAM is not even on anywhere near the United States right now. So, Mike, you got to get to your point really quickly. Just get right to it. You're just kind of like just throwing nonsense statements out here. Biden is a hunter. Okay, so how does that have to do with veganism? Let's see what veganism is again. So way of living, philosophy which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practical all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals. So I didn't know Joe Biden's a hunter. How does that debunk veganism? I don't... How does that affect? Okay, I'm despite my shirt that says I'm the vegan cult leader, I'm not the right. Let's just say you're right. Let's just go with this, okay? Let's say I'm the most pro Joe Biden person in the world. I stan him. I do everything Joe Biden. And let's say Joe Biden is like Ted Nugent. He like kills every animal he sees. He just can't stop himself. They have to hold him back because Joe wants to shoot all the animals with his bow and arrow or whatever. How say I support him. How does that like debunk veganism? Because I'm not like the vegan president or the representative of all veganism, because you can point to another vegan who doesn't do that. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Let's say I'm the most Joe Biden person in the world, which I'm not, by the way. Really don't give too much of a crap about Joe Biden, to be honest with you. No, I supported Bernie Sanders. If you want to know who I was voting for in the Democratic primary of 2020, I was, along with many people, Bernie Sanders. I liked Andrew Yang too, fellow Chinese dude here. But anyway, I was a hardcore Bernie Sanders supporter. I don't know if Bernie was or not, but that's who I was pulling for. So what does that have to do with anything? Just clear us up here. How does that have anything to do with veganism? Okay, Mike is just trolling us, right? We're just getting totally trolled. Bill Gates, what does Bill Gates have? Bill Gates isn't even a vegan. Are we being trolled here, guys? What do you think? Are we being trolled right now? Just let me know if you think, is Mike high or just completely trolling us? Is he that guy that we banned earlier tonight, you know? Just back with a new name. Mike is a chatbot. You think he's trolling us, huh, Patrick? Bill Gates, the biggest vegan. He's not even a vegan. So what should we do with Mike here? What do you guys think? Should we ban him for violating our rules here? Let's take a look at our rules really quick here. Let's see. Here we go. Rule number 2, no spamming or trolling. And you're just trolling us. You're not making any point here. And when trying to debunk veganism, what you said he's trying to do, I will only discuss one of your claims at a time. Just don't keep flinging poop on the wall, bringing up new pieces of poop claims and throwing them on the wall. It's all I see going on here is a bunch of poop flinging and trolling. So I think you violated 2 out of our 3 Livestream rules, which is pretty good to ban. I mean, I think that should be banned. What do you guys think? Ban? All right, let's ban him. Can Peter or Uncle ban him if you haven't already done so? I was all excited. I thought someone really wanted to come here and debunk veganism, and all I get was Bill Gates and Joe Biden. He's still here? Let's see. Okay, I did it myself. Mike is gone. Mike has been banned for trolling and spamming. Trolling, spamming, not spamming, but trolling and flinging poop on the walls. Yeah, Bill Gates isn't even, how come when you see people like trying to debunk veganism, they throw Bill Gates out there? He's not even vegan. Like, they make it seem like he's the vegan leader or something like that. He wants to turn everyone vegan. He's not even vegan. It's ridiculous. Maybe it's Mike the vegan trolling just for fun. Funny idea there, John, and somehow I seriously doubt that. Yeah, Mike is gone. I got him, AJ. I banned him myself. Yes, I banned him, Peter. Yeah, I thought you guys were there, but maybe you stepped out for a second. I got him. Yeah, Samuel, all these carnists do is quote some propaganda. They probably got that from Fox News or some nonsense like that. Bill Gates, vegan. Nope, Bill Gates not vegan. Yeah, he didn't even give us a good enough comment to put up on the poop wall, Thaw, right? I mean, what a letdown, right? I was all excited. You think I was too patient? I think I banned him fairly quickly, but yeah, I guess it could have been quicker. He was violating our rules pretty outright there. Yeah, Amy, it's not like vitamins were invented for vegans, right? I mean, non-vegans take vitamins too. So if a vegan takes a vitamin, doesn't mean veganism is somehow debunked or something. Avocado ice cream, yeah. Kato, I've had that a few times. Vegan Co, yeah. Haven't had it in a long time. An F-tier anti-vegan argument? Well, there wasn't even an argument there, right? He was just trolling us, you know? He's probably making another account right now. So Peter, be on the lookout for him to come back, Mike, aka ANCAP99, to come back with a new account and say some more nonsense in a second. Yeah, Giovanni, there are way more supplements for non-vegans. I know, exactly. I hate it when people say, well, vegans take supplements. Well, more non-vegans are taking supplements too. It's not like they're debunked or something like that. Eating meat debunked because my meat-eating uncles and relatives take supplements. Let's see, what time is it? 8:20. Let me see how the rain's going. I'm getting really excited to order some burritos if it ain't raining. It's not raining right now. Let me look at the satellite photo really quickly. Yeah, it looks like it might be clear for a bit. Let's see. I'll let it project out to 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to lobby for burritos. I'll tell Angie I will drive very safely. What's that, V? Do you know that the Chinese word for protein is literally egg white substance? I thought for the longest time I must eat egg to get protein. Wow, I wonder how that happened. Wow. What's that, Samuel? And VD is always stating vegans are the one with mental problems. Like, what mental problems do I have? If vegans have mental problems, VD, if you're watching, please tell me very clearly and precisely. And I know you have no training in psychology or psychiatry or anything of the sort, but I'm curious, what mental problem do I have, VD? Let me know, and I'll tell you what mental problem I think you have. Anyway, carnists can't even come up with their own ideas. They cut and paste propaganda from their new newscasters. Why not get some burritos delivered? I don't think this place delivers burritos, Peter. That's why. Oh, I'm not sure if Angie will want some, though, because yesterday we found out that Veggie Grill has Burrito Thursdays. You type in the promo code Thursday, and you get like a buy one, get one free burrito. So hopefully hopefully she forgot about that. That was, over 24 hours ago. Hopefully she'll be down with some more burritos again. And maybe she'll just be lazy and want to just go along with my idea. We'll see. Let's see. Vian Moyman, mentally competent is a problem. That's what I have, I guess. Yeah, VD, how's it? What's my mental problem? It's mentally competent, right? Giovanni, no, I am not at all into modifying cars or anything like that. No, that's so not my wheelhouse whatsoever. I don't really like cars that much. I just want them to be reliable and get me to where I want to get and use as little gas as possible and be not as expensive as possible. Yeah, Starl June. It's not like non-vegans have zero mental problems. As we were talking about earlier, Jordan Peterson, who says vegans get mental problems, he's been in depression. He's been hospitalized and depressed for a long time. Yeah, it's just ridiculous when people like to say, oh, vegans have this issue, this medical problem, or whatever, which is something that anyone can get. Bill Gates is a moneymaker. Simple. He's definitely that. He's not a vegan or vegetarian or promoting veganism or trying to make everyone vegan. It's nonsense when you hear people like Joe Rogan going off bagging on him for being vegan and making everyone be vegan. Burrito diet. I could probably do the burrito diet. That sounds... I'd do like a burrito challenge. Like eat a burrito every day for like 10 days. That sounds kind of fun. Good burritos out here. That's why. Yeah, burritos are life. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I might be able to convince Angie to get a burrito for I'll go get it. She doesn't have to leave. I'll just go grab the burritos and come back. Patrick, I have to admit, I don't know too much about Peter Singer and the history of early veganism or anything like that. Does he even identify as vegan? I thought he said even though he follows a vegan diet, doesn't call himself vegan. I don't know too much about him. You're talking about, it's a good question. Someone else could probably answer that really well. I admit, I am very ignorant when it comes to Peter Singer and other like early vegans like that. Yeah, that sounds pretty familiar there, Peter. Yeah, a few years ago, I think I may have responded to that guy too, the guy that had 12 eggs a day and he had super high cholesterol. Yeah, Bill Gates is a well-known meat eater, steak eater, McDonald's eater. He's not a vegan. I don't see why people associate him with veganism. It's so weird. I feel sorry for Bill Gates. I mean, I'm not a fan. I don't own any Microsoft stuff or anything like that. Not even an Xbox. But I feel sorry for him because he's so, like the conspiracy theorists lump him in with so much stuff. Oh, he's promoting veganism. He's a vegan. He's making everyone get a COVID vaccine. He's Illuminati. Just whatever wacky zany conspiracy theory. Bill Gates always seems to get dragged into it. Veganism, he's making the world vegan. I kind of feel sorry for Bill Gates in that regard. He eats vegan at home when he's not traveling. Then he's not really vegan. At best, if that's right, Patrick, at best he eats a vegan diet at home. Then when he leaves the house, whatever YOLO, whatever he wants to do. Microsoft's in politics. I didn't know that, but then most of these big corporations make donations to political candidates and parties and stuff like that. So Microsoft isn't alone. Oh, and the microchips. Yeah, Bill Gates and the microchips. I forgot about that. Only the COVID vaccine, he's putting microchips in the COVID vaccine, Bill Gates, and he's also putting microchips in the vegan burgers. Yes, I made a video about this. I know you're probably thinking, Ryan's just being wacky and zany right now, making up some anti-right stuff. No, I actually covered Newsmax saying that Bill Gates has a microchip in a veggie burger. Poor Bill Gates. I just feel sorry for him because, like I just said, he just gets lumped into so many of these wacky and zany conspiracy theories. I'm not saying he's a good person or anything like that, but I know he doesn't put microchips in Impossible burgers. All right, Snarko, there's Mike. Mike came back reincarnated as Snarko. Would you guys agree? Is Snarko Mike, the guy we banned about 7 minutes ago? And if so, should I ban him again? Let me know. I prefer my microchips extra large and with guacamole on them. Let him loose. You just know what he's gonna say. He doesn't really say like helpful things for us, stuff that we can be entertained by. Angela Matter, I'm always jealous of all of you when it comes to food. Northeast Ohio is a kielbasa town. You're talking about like Polska kielbasa? Is that what it is? Like that Polish dish? Yeah, Peter, let's just say what else he has to say before we just ban him outright. So you got to prove yourself, Snarko, unless you want to get banned again. Uh-oh, sweet potato sister. I wish you didn't tell me about those BOGO burritos. I'm definitely getting one next Thursday. Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that because it's not, I don't know if every Veggie Girl has it, but our Veggie Girl has built into it the sister company called Moss Veggies. I think all of them here in California have it. So I'm not like, yeah, you're in LA too, right? So yours probably does. All the Veggie Girls I've been to in the past year have Moss Veggies built in. So meaning, yeah, look on the Veggie Girl app, and it should have they should have the burritos there from Moss Veggies next door. I don't think they make as much of a distinction between the two businesses anymore, but I'm just saying, hopefully your kitchen there has the Moss Veggies kitchen in it too, because they all share the same kitchen there in Veggie Girl. But yeah, just look for it. Yeah, buy one get one free. Just type in Thursday. I think that's right. Yeah, Burrito Thursdays, and we just discovered this a couple weeks ago. All right, guys. I'm just gonna put him in timeout because that's just ridiculous. All right. Yeah, it's the same sentence structure, the way he repeats himself, and Snarkle. If you have anything else you want to say, come back in a few minutes. But we're not. I'm not. I don't want to tolerate the nonsense right now. Yeah, Samuel, microchips in veggie burgers. That's the dumbest thing. If Bill Gates really wanted to microchip people through their meat, why put them in veggie burgers? Like, they're not that popular compared to just regular beef burgers, right? If he really wanted to microchip everyone, if that's what really he gets off on, he gets off microchipping people against their will, he'd put them in steak or something, or hamburgers, rather than like some impossible burgers that only a few vegans are going to eat or whatever. Yeah, have a good night, meet Kimberly Vegana. I'm gonna get going too. I'm pretty mellow right now. 2.5 hours. That's pretty good for an old 55-year-old vegan who's deficient and deteriorating. So I should probably get going. Microchip burger sounds pretty crunchy, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna try to go lobby Angie to let me order the burritos for tonight. She might be cool. I think she's watching her favorite Korean music competition reality show. So she probably doesn't really bothered making any food right now. So I'll try to leverage that. The convenience of getting some burritos tonight, and that hasn't been raining for a while. All right, guys, I guess that's it. Let's do it. So I didn't have to ban Snarko or whatever. He's just going to end up in timeout, and that's going to be it for him. But yeah, I'll probably make a response to Cosmic Skeptic. I'll do it after everyone else. I'm in no hurry. I know he just did it like last night or whatever. I'll get to it. You know, if I don't get as many views as everyone, I don't care. That's not why I do this, but I want to get my position out there on the matter. Say what's got to be said. So anyway, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining me on another Friday live stream here, and I welcome our newest members to the Happy Fam. So thanks for joining the Happy Fam. And I promise I'll get Angie to make a members only live stream for y'all, either with me or by herself like she did that one time. I promise. We're all healthy now. Just we've been kind of busy with weird things, I told you. So hopefully next week will be a little more normal week for us. All right, guys. So thanks so much. Oh man, I always feel like I'm forgetting to tell you something, but apparently not, unless I have total vegan brain fog. I think I must have told you everything, guys. So thanks so much. I want to thank our moderators, Peter and Uncle, for always being here, or pretty much always being here, and keeping just a nice, clean chat for us, getting rid of people I need to get rid of. So thanks. It makes my job easier, and it makes just a pleasant, safe experience for us all here. So I think I can speak on behalf of pretty much everyone in the chat. Thank you to you both. I gotta repay you guys somehow, and definitely Uncle, since you're so close. We gotta take you out to lunch or dinner sometime soon. It'd just be good to see Uncle too. He really is our uncle, Angie's uncle. All right, guys. So thanks so much. I'll be back next Friday as planned. And who knows? Maybe I'll get a midweek live stream. Who knows? We don't have a real schedule here other than Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So just write that down in your calendars, guys. All right. So good night to you. Hit like on all our videos when you watch them. Retrain the YouTube algorithm to like us again, because it hasn't been liking us that much for the past couple years. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to try to get a good dinner, AJ. I'm going to try to convince Angie of the burrito philosophy. All right, guys, the burrito philosophy. That's a good band.